You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People tease you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy with chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer assists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention was cared. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Hey, y'all. Hold on. Let me get over here. I'm on the wrong screen like normal. What y'all doing on this wonderful Thursday? Hey, Amethyst. Hey, Hope. I hate peas. Trisha. Lorraine. Hey, Saucy. Hey, Turquoise Sky. Hey, Mocus. Lisa. I timed cars out. I don't know what they were doing. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Cherish. Hey, JJ. Hey, Clemson Girl. Hey, Carla. Saucy Moon Media. Carol. Lucy. Piglets and Backflips. LG. Rebecca. Pool Gamer. Spoonie Cindy. Juju. Rachel. J-Dub. Real Eyes. I think I got everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. I have been busy this week. This week, I am so behind this week, but family comes first. So I was like, well, I'll get here when I get here, and I'm finally here. How's everybody doing? What y'all up to? Let me share this over to Facebook right quick. Tell me what you guys have been up to this week. Anything fun and exciting? Where do you guys want to start? What do you guys want to talk about? You guys tell me what you want to talk about today. I'm going to do a pre-record and catch up on that Snarkmas. But what do you guys want to talk about? We can talk about some stuff. We can go over some videos. What do you guys want to do? I've missed a lot, I think, of what's going on, and I'm kind of glad I'm here for it. I like missing a lot of stuff. Hey, Kathy P. Everybody. I love how everybody comes in and says hi to everybody. Rachel, that's okay. The replay crew, I've been all over the place, so I don't have like a consistent schedule either, so it's kind of up in the air all the time. Oh, Spoony Cindy, I hope you have a great test. Are you having a tilt table? Hey, Pugs. Hey, Real Angel Girl. What do you guys want to talk about? I heard we're getting blamed for some stuff. I want to know what everyone has done for self-care. Yes, let's start there. Let's start there. Yeah, JJ, it's not worth it during the holidays to try and keep up, to be honest. It's not. Life is too busy. It's too chaotic. It's just going to go the way it goes. Ooh, Lorraine, that sounds good. Giving a nickname to a terrible tragedy pimp. PayPal now has been officially renamed Hannibal. Oh, Hannibal Lecter. I was like, what? So confused at the moment. Saucy, welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, what have you guys been doing? Ugh. Yeah, I totally understand what you're doing, Spoony. I get it. I get it. If you have questions, you can reach out to me. I can talk to you a little bit more if you need. Everybody having crappy weather? Or does anybody have nice weather? Roast the tech guy because I'm about to. Kathy, are you having tech problems? You sound like me the other day. You sound like me when I was having audio issues with that video. I was so mad. Oh, yeah. They have you stop everything so they can figure out, because they'll hook you to sensors that test your sweat output and all of that too. Rain. Yeah. Rainy and cold. Warm here in Texas. Yeah, I'm a big fan of avoiding people during the full moon, and that's kind of been a good thing, I think. A lot of crazy. You've been sick all week. I'm sorry to hear that. You got some today. Oh, I was sharing this. What am I doing? Most of you guys are already here, but for those that don't get the alerts or aren't on YouTube very often. Spectrum. I think that's what we have. I don't know what we have actually. I can't remember. No, it is Spectrum, I think. MGL sticking up for Nick Carter again. She rides that train all the time. She'll ride that until she's blue in the face. That will always be. That's nothing new. Cold there too. Yeah. Anybody got crazy snow? We don't really have crazy snow. Oh, Kathy, I hope it goes well for you. It was in the 40s in southern. Ooh, that's cold for you guys, huh? I found a new hiding spot on YouTube that I have not even told the Tessas about yet that I've really enjoyed. If I decide that there's still, I always like to feel it out for a few days to like determine if they're actually, it's a totally new community. They have a little drama. They expose a little bit. They just seem to be pretty normal people so far, but that's always kind of what it seems like at first. And then you start feeling around. So once I'm brave enough to determine if I want anybody to know where my hiding hole is, I'll let you guys know. But I'm finding some new YouTube places to kind of hide, and I like it. I like it. Hey, Miss Lee. Wait, what's that? Molly is claiming she's broke for the next 2 months, so her followers need to get her money. Yeah, but she's so busy kicking out every Patreon she can even attempt to. You can't handle below 65. I would love it if it was 65. Hey, Marie, your weather has been bipolar. No snow yet. That's good. 4 feet of snow and 30 degrees below Celsius. Oh, Sammy, I'm sorry. That's terrible. That's not fun. It's my channel, isn't it? Like, and I don't even know who you are, but I'll come check out your channel. I'm like, I don't even know who you are. I have not ventured out into YouTube very often. So my luck is they're going to be connected to one of these people that I think is absolutely horrendous or crazy. And so I'm like sitting there lurking in the bushes, waiting for that big boom to drop of like, okay, is this person? I'm like, Mochas, that's where you hide? I love Makeup Mobster, yes. Makeup Mobster I do like. But I always feel bad because every time I go over there, there's always I just feel like drama follows, and I hate that. I mean, I know she's a drama I think she's a drama channel, but I just feel like it's stupid. You're pretty normal-ish. I don't I like abnormal, okay? Let's be honest. I do like a little sauce in there. I like a little fiery. I like a little fun. Has she gotten her Christmas tree yet? I don't know. You're just some guy. Well, I'm just some avatar with a voice that nobody can figure out who I am today. Yeah, Kathy, she's kicked out a few, but they're the ones that like kind of float back and forth. They'll be gone now and they'll go back and stuff. Like I don't put much into any of that. It's just how her cycles go. That's why she's bringing people on from TikTok and things like that, trying to cycle in a new following. Seems kind of like that's the thing that people do over here. But she's poor, then shows off her new shoes and purse. That's typical too, Jenny. Hey, everybody popping in. If I didn't say hi to you by name, you got tons of drama going on, but it's funny drama. Okay, I'm gonna come check it out. Like, oh, you do animations. I love that. And then in Savage, make you laugh. I don't really go over to Savage much and watch her much anymore, just because again, there's so much drama, and I just feel like, and not with her at all, just with people and me and the things that have been said, and I, yeah. Anyways, I just feel bad because it's not the creator's fault. Hey, Sugarfly, normal is boring. I agree with that. You mainly crack on badly behaving women. Oh gosh, there's a lot. And life coaches, you get called a racist and a sexist a lot. I can imagine if you're cracking on women. That is one thing I can't stand. Women go at men all day long, but I don't understand it. Like out here to me, I'm gonna crack on a woman the same I'm gonna crack on a man. Like there's no, it's free for all, I guess, in my opinion. Sub Kathy P's. Oh, I love Kathy P. Y'all, Kathy P is great. You're in the salty pancakes hiding hole. Miss Lee, you're not supposed to say it out loud. They'll follow you. I just shook it. I'll be the one to follow you. Crazy weather in the Midwest. One day 60, the next day 20 or 30. Yep. I spent the day off lying. Crazy hunt. Isn't that great, Cherish? I did that this weekend. I've just been busy with kids. So I've been like yesterday, I had to make 8 trips back and forth, and they're like 20 to 30 minutes each way. I was done. I was done. Check out the cartoons. I will. I will definitely check out your channel. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like, and like it's if you can it just kind of gives me, it is what it is. I'm gonna go with you at you, assuming you're a man, which I'm pretty sure from your comments you are. But I'm gonna go at you the same way I'm gonna go at a woman. It's just like it's all equal opportunity hater over here. That's what I always say to everybody. So you heard the last whole I slept with it. Oh, why? Like, I guess that's a claim to fame. Some people like to talk about their celebrity, whatever. Celebrities just don't do anything for me. Oh, you're non-binary. Okay, thank you for telling me that. I appreciate that. Oh, joke. See, you're a smartass. Now, this is where I'm going to go wrong with you because I'm going to take you serious one of these times and you're going to be full of shit. But that's what I like anyways. I feel that people that make members only channels might have something to hide. I've seen a lot of those lately. I have not seen many members. I'm only a member of one channel. But I really haven't seen much. Hey, Commander. They're on their meds and causing trouble. I think, how's everybody doing though? Anybody doing anything? Like anybody super stressed out? You don't do the hive mind like mentality chats. There's a lot of them. That is a big portion of this. And how on earth can anybody explain to me this? Because there are some creators in here and people that follow like a lot of these creators and are skilled at YouTube. So you guys can maybe answer this, but how do you get put in a community? Like how do other communities kind of grab onto channels and put them in communities, even though like I'm seeing that there's a lot of like this community talk, and I'm over here going, I try to avoid getting put into those groups. So how do you avoid getting put into communities that you don't want to be put into? Any way of doing that? Yes, Mocus, you're spot on with the hype mentality. Spoonie, there's actually quite a few out there. You kind of, well, I don't, it depends on what you kind of like too. Like there's a lot of things that I like that even some of my followers might not like, or things that I'm tolerant to that other people aren't. You know, there's something for everybody. And it's hard to promote other people that I really like because my likes might be different than a lot of people's. Ew. Anthony, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. You have a regular schedule as my father has dementia. Oh, yes, Gumby. I totally get that. That is, that's something. Yeah, like, and there is. Just ignore them and go your own way. Okay. I was wondering because it just seems like people start to try and pair you into something if you talk about something similar to other like communities and it just kind of overlaps and they try to like put, okay, eventually people will forget about you unless they really hate you, then they might, well, like, and that's kind of what's happening currently to me. That's kind of what I was getting at. Hey, Solo. Oh, sorry, Spoonie. We get into the craziest discussions. The scary bear attacks, I could not do that. Here, let me put this up. Sorry. I have still got a little bit of a cough. Yeah, that's a like, and that's what I've just kind of kept doing, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do and just do my own thing. Like, I love, that there's communities out here and like certain pages and stuff. Like, I love certain communities or parts of certain communities, I should say that, but it's hard because even within a community, like let's say for instance, the true crime community, there's a lot of true crime creators that I would absolutely never pay a single bit of attention to because of how they behave. But there's other people in that genre that I really do like. They're very few and far between, and getting fewer by the day. But it's I love real stories, yeah. I like the crash, like the epic fail videos, but sometimes when it's like bodily injury, I cringe so bad, I feel bad. Just don't I'm not close to being ready for Christmas either. Yeah, Solo, that's what I like to think of us as an island over here, and I know a lot of you guys are from other communities and stuff, but when you guys come here, like, I appreciate that there's so many different people from different areas, and that's what I like, is it brings in diversity, and I think that brings a wide variety of topics and interests and things that, you can kind of tap into. Basically, a group of people that stick together. Yes. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Queen Bella, you know exactly what I'm saying, like, you follow until you don't. Yeah. Solo must know like it. I think I'm sure I've like, and I've heard of you. We are Legion. See, I've heard people say that before, but I don't even know what that means. Please tell me you're not one of these, like, gamers that's super smart because I'm gonna be lost in the sauce. Saucy, me too. I like a lot of different topics. Mochas, I agree with that. Blend together in order to have content. Carol, that's what I'm thinking too. I've wondered about that. Like if it's just kind of a group thing because it provides opportunities for content, but it seems redundancy. Like there's it I'm trying to be nice because well, I'm trying. Um but it seems like when you have a group of a community that's all doing the same thing and you're watching the same thing over and over again, even though like there's a million of us that talk about Molly and so it's redundant. So I do the same thing, but it just seems like it's hard to, you know, continue to cover the same thing and offer up anything different. Like people get stuck in a rut and they can't break out of that, if that makes sense. And I think we're seeing a lot of that. Yeah, Sweeney, that's the other thing too. Like I'm open to anything when I have time. Tonight I'm doing, I got to catch us up on Snarkmas, but tonight it's the second day of Snarkmas and it's a whole new family tree. The internet gave me a family tree, AKA a Facebook page. Facebook, the app. We're going to go over how we all ended up here to begin with, because people like to say that all these new people from Facebook. Well, a lot of us are from Facebook, but everybody's got to remember that at one point in time, Facebook was the only other social media app besides like AOL chat rooms and MySpace. So everybody's had Facebook at some point in time. So we're going to do a little deep dive into that. And it's just for fun. It's just for fun. Like, and I'm excited to come over and watch your content because I need a break from my own BS at times. Chat loops. Yes. Thank you. Same crap, different day. I know. It's like, you're kind of vanilla. Yahoo chat rooms, AOL, Yahoo. Yep. I even mentioned that in my video that I'm going to post for tonight. I said, how many of you met your spouses in AOL chat rooms, MySpace, or even on Facebook? Because there are actually quite a few people that met their spouse. Some of them are divorced now, but did meet and actually end up marrying people from these chat rooms. I've been on Facebook since 2009. That's crazy. You moved over from IG. I have never liked IG. I have IG, but I've never liked IG. Oh, yearbook. Yes. Miss Lee, it gets very redundant and it gets to be like they're pissing on each other's shoes. They're fighting over the same thing. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, but YouTube is like, the best part of YouTube for me is interacting with you guys. That's it. Like, that's the best part of YouTube for me. The other stuff, like, I can take it or leave it. But when it comes to fighting over stupid shit that happens out here and the redundancy and pissing on each other's shoes to be the top dog, count me out. Count me out. I'm out. What is Vine, Queen Bella? I don't even know what Vine is. Isn't Vine what turned into TikTok? See, we're just all bullshitting over here. You guys we can talk about anything you want. You met the best people on Vine. See, I don't even know what that is. I don't like IG. Yeah. My other half was huge, like loved IG. And then I introduced him to TikTok and now I get sent 18 TikTok videos a day. And yes, I said 18 on purpose. Okay. You did, Ella Bella. See, I tell you, marrying every woman in your chat. Oh, you don't want to do that. You definitely probably do not want to do that. I can only imagine some of the women you would end up married to. Yes. Yes. Holy spackle, I agree. It's the best part of YouTube is the connection. The thing that I say all the time, though, that I love about it the most is that there is such a connection for people. Like, some of you are sitting in the UK, some of you are sitting in Wales, all across the country, Australia. We have no idea. When you look at this until somebody tells you, you have no idea where they're at. Even when they tell you, you don't know where they're at. But I love that fact of it because it just kind of breaks down that barrier. And instead of giving you the same people that you would normally talk to, you get something different. Because I really connect to people's sense of humor in the UK, I think, more so than anything. Yep, me and that 18. He's a polygamist now. You're going to move to Utah, I'm sure. He married a bunch of hags. It was owned by Twitter, and then unfortunately they shut it down. Okay, so it was Twitter. 18 equals 9, remember? Yep. Yep. Did you guys also know that half of 8 is 3? Did you know that? Anybody? Hey, S Miles. Queen Bella, yes. Oh, like, and I'm glad you started chatting. Wait, where was the last guy arrested? Was he in Utah or was he in Arizona? Well, I know they rescued the girls out of Washington, sadly. Lycan can start his own reality TV show. Hey, then you too could be covered by the weird blogger. I don't even know what they would be called that cover all those groups. Ooh, you could be their next hot topic. They could, yep, Spoonie, you got it. L, you're next on the married list. he's he's picking out his next wife's coming up. Hey Alex, how are you? What else do you guys want to chat about? You guys want to listen to some I get so sick of listening to Molly's voice, to be honest. Like I get so sick of it. Yeah, I can tell you're a shy guy. Can we elope, she says. I smiles. I hope you're doing well. Going to Vegas. You guys are dorks. This is my favorite part though, is the chat, the comment section, that part of it. Like over here. Other people's mind blown. Mind blown. Rachel, have you not ever heard that? Okay, so on Facebook, going back to Facebook, there's a gal that if you have been around any of like the Facebook communities, actually there's a lot of overlap here too, which I've never even talked about. But who are you and what is your deal? You silly little troll. I'll just put you in timeout again. That's fun. I like putting people in timeout. He's in trouble for doxing you. Well, welcome to the shit show because it pretty much happens to everybody. That's what they've been trying to do to me for months. Not like it, but amethyst. Okay, so the gal on Facebook, her name is Diana. She goes by Diana See No Evil Ricky. And no, how that came about was Diana used to stream on YouTube, Facebook. She kind of hops between platforms and she has some severe mental health issues on top of addiction issues. And there was a lapse in some CMC stuff. And so a lot of the people that followed CMC ended up following Diana. Chaos ensued. And she used to go live and stream all day long. But in her mania, she would always say that half of 8 is 3, because if you cut it down the middle, it makes a 3. If you cut an 8 down the middle, it makes a 3. So it became like the math. It's Diana math. It's another Facebook. I don't know. She streams all over the place. She gets blocked constantly. They get her channels taken down constantly. They literally, the same people that follow this one around followed Diana around and called the cops. She's homeless. Her mom raises her son. It's actually a sad story, but people have followed her around and called. Like she would get a hotel room and they would get her kicked out within 10 minutes of her being there. Granted, her behavior can be extreme on her own. I'm not saying that, because it is, but it's just not, it's sad. At the end of the day, it's sad. There's a whole community of people from her. Hey, Dawson. Hey, Nanya. Yeah, it's really sad. It's actually a really sad story. Yeah. We, following her, was it last summer or the summer before? One of the guys, he was also homeless and he actually OD'd on live. That's how bad it is. Thankfully, he survived because there was people with Narcan around and stuff, and they were in Nashville, downtown Nashville. But it's a sad story. Like there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. And people do the same exact thing to her that they do to everybody else that they glom onto, it seems like. There you go, Gumby. Wait, If we're gonna start the polygamous chat over here of everybody's just marrying multiples, I'm out because I don't want multiples at all. A lot of hot tamales. Lycan, I've got the face for radio. You're an old spinster. I love spinsters. She's on YouTube. Yep. She goes back and forth depending on where she's kicked out of. It's honestly a really sad story. She's a very smart girl, but wasting her, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, she's just got a very, yeah, she's in Nashville. Well, she's actually in Murfreesboro, but I don't know where she's at currently. I haven't watched her in so long. I can't tune into that. It's something that is, oh my gosh, Rachel, I'm not even joking when I say like she talks about going into dimensions. She has I don't even remember what it's called, her full condition, but she goes into these like hypermania stages that's very bad, and she talks about traveling to different dimensions. It's really, it's sad. But that was always something that cracked me up. She is funny as hell. Funny as hell. Oh, you can go away, you weird trolls. You've already got 2 men in your life. Your dance card's full. There you go. I've been married 40 years. You don't want another one then. One is hard enough. Exactly. No multiples. We don't want hyper religious. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, on meth. Yeah. Spoonie. Okay. She comes from a really good family there too. It's just a sad story. It's a really sad story. And I know a lot of people that are from the Facebook communities and stuff still follow her, but they do the same thing there too. They call the cops on her. They create stories. It's not cool. It's not cool. Oh, Queen Bella. Yeah, I'm sure you did. They, the guy that she met, was it last summer or 2 summers ago? Some of you guys know in here. It was 2 summers ago. It had to have been 2 summers ago because this last summer I didn't watch her. So she met Omar, what's his name? And he was a train hopper. So he would hop from train to train, and he just nomad, like homeless, lived on the street. I don't know where he ever ended up. In fact, he met somebody from one of the Facebook communities and ended up a stranger on the internet, left Diana and went and moved in with the lady who helped him, I think, get clean and sober up. I don't know how that all turned out in the end of it, but yeah, it's crazy. That's a crazy story. Hey, Teddy Bear. How are you? Spoonie, it's a crazy story. Yeah. You've been divorced since my divorce was the best day of my life. Can we talk about that? That was amazing. I loved getting divorced. JJ. What? A ninja vampire amongst other crazy claims? 14 times? What? Oh, by the way, for those in the back, I'm still waiting on proof of 211 CPS calls that I supposedly made. Thanks. I didn't forget that you made those reckless claims, not once, but multiple times on multiple places. So I would love to see this proof any day now, but I'm sure we'll be waiting for a few more years. You don't think he's with her anymore? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Von Helton, is that his name? Ugh. Whittled almost 3 years, but met someone who I really like. Aw, Lisa, I love that. I'm sorry that you lost somebody, but I love that you met somebody and you really like him. Commander and Nunya, you two are so weird. Diana, Ricky is the one from the borough. She's from Murfreesboro. There is a lot of those out here, Lycan. I'm finding out. Gumby, you're okay. There's a lot of those. A lot of them out here. I would toss in the whole bucket and start over. That is one thing. Somebody asked me the other day, like, if you were single, would you use social media to find or to make it as a way of meeting somebody? Hell to the no. Not like I would know way. No. Have you seen the train wrecks on YouTube so far? Like, no. Hell to the no. That's I say it on the daily almost. I'm like, "This is why Navy stands out like a sore thumb all the time." Like, and I hope that you're one of those guys too that's like a breath of fresh air out here because hell to the no. Aw, teddy bear, congrats on being sober. That's gotta be a hard road for sure. Oh. No, like, and that's not what I said. Oh. Nope. Okay, you guys wouldn't either? Exactly, I hate peas. I think I've watched too many of the ID, like, channels of how these turn out. I have a friend right now, and I'm not gonna name her. I don't she's probably still at work, so she's definitely not probably not watching me right now, and if you are, I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell some horror stories anonymously, but she dates online and has met some of the biggest douchebags recently, and it takes everything for me not to wanna go through the phone and hurt these men. Like, what is it? They create the craziest stories, the stupidest lies. They try to act like they're somebody they're not. Like, it's just ridiculous, and these are people in their 30s and 40s. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I mean, you have to weed through, like, 300 to find 1 that's decent. Oh, he's in Kentucky. YouTube is your dating app. That's the problem. I'm telling you. I wonder why, like, and I wonder why out here. Yeah. I mean, everybody has online presence, and I shouldn't say that either. Like, you can weed through and meet some great people, but whoo, I don't know. I don't know about this. Hey, VC. Yeah, I don't know if I would either. It would have to be like, I don't know. I guess it's kinda like blind dates. I've dated online. I who remembers Plenty of Fish back in the day when it wasn't like well, it was always a hookup site, let's be honest, but teddy bear, that is fucking true. Actually, that's what I said too. I said at the beginning, my intro to Snarkmas is, the internet gave to me a whole new family tree, AKA Facebook, because it feels like you're related, like, people come out of the woodwork and you're like, "That's not my relative, is it?" And then you're like, "How the fuck am I related to that person?" When they all wanna friend you, "Well, that's your aunt from so and so." "Who? No, I don't know that person." It's not just me. And then other people find all of your family members for you too, I guess is kind of the other part of it. He dated a man before he got married, and we dated for over a year. He wanted me to bring it up. Oh, that's becoming very common. I'm not about to kink shame anybody. Like the swinging community on TikTok is mind blowing to me. Like those people living their best lives, more power to them. I'm totally here for it. But the drama within that community is hysterical at times. And if you're a swinger, I'm not making fun of you at all. Again, I'm not kink shaming, but the drama within that community is hysterical. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't even know it was still around. They use all these new ones that I don't know. Commander. Lincoln's just over here getting all the new ladies. He found a hellhole of ladies that are not tamed by men over here. So he's like, I've got new women to pull in. I've got new bait. Speaking of swingers, why a pineapple? And why can you tell me why my other half thinks it's hysterical to put the pineapple upside down in the grocery cart if I take his childish ass to the store? Because he does it every fucking time. Because I made him watch some of the TikTok drama with the swingers, and now he's like, "Huh?" I don't understand it either, Spoonie. I've never understood the meaning of the pineapple for that. Sweet juicy, I don't know. That's a whole Oh, Clemson. Wait, what? You didn't know that? hillbilly, right? CMC is tame compared to these people out here. Those of you from Facebook, you know that like this is a whole new world of like people worse than CMC over here. Cherish, yep. I get it. Oh, I know exactly where that's at, L. I okay, I didn't know that that's where he's from. Interesting. I wonder if Shannon she covers people from Kentucky. I wonder if she covers him. I need to check out her segment about the people from Kentucky. I always get confused there. Your parents met on a blind date. They were married. That's amazing. I love that. One partner is enough for you. Good news is my church group and I are helping the homeless by giving out survival backpacks, a fundraiser we are doing so far. We have 300 bags and our goal is that's amazing, Teddy Bear. I love that. Yeah, Miss Lee, what is it? I don't know what it is either. Good old CMC. I know, right? Pig lips. Never did I think the day. Never. S Miles. Thank you. I never. And by the way, no, I had if anybody asked me again about did I know Michelle before this? No, please stop asking me. She has never been around my Facebook page that I've ever seen a comment from her on. I've never spoken to her. I've never been friends with her. I had no idea she existed until Molly Go Lightly. Please stop messaging me and asking me that. There's been like 7 people in the last 2 days, and I don't know why, except for the fact that I'm probably and gonna get blamed for that too. Somehow. I guess I'm in charge of like all of these communities that I had no clue that even existed. Oh, what is it? Well, we know, but why is it a pineapple? She's nothing in comparison. He's a racist, doesn't hesitate to give another creator info to docs and minors. Oh, Sammy. I'll look into him. He's been cool in here and not doing any of that stuff, so I will look into it, of course, but we give everybody kind of a fair chance over here. Y'all thought CMC was the worst, right, Carol? I know. Thank you, Sammy. I appreciate your guys' like heads up, but I will do my due diligence. What is CMC? CMC is just a mess. CMC is just a person um who has gone live for years. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. I never was a part of like the original CMC exposure stuff or anything like that. I never have exposed CMC myself. Like that's also a misconception and a lie that's been put out here. Crystal Michelle Collins is her name. She goes by CMC. She used to do makeup. She sold makeup for the company Unique for a while, and then she ends up dry bagging terribly and ended up scamming quite a few people with some pearl stuff. Like there's a whole history of stupid shit that she's done on social media. But in comparison, I've seen her do stuff over like 5 years, right? I've seen the same things done by similar people on YouTube in a week's time. So we all thought she was just this horrendous. And granted, I'm not giving her any passes, but she is mild in comparison to the bullshit over here that goes on. She's from Kentucky. She's a different character. She's a lot to take. She doesn't have a filter. She does things for shock and awe, but they're all like she's like the how do I put this nicely? She's Molly Golightly on like a 16th of the budget, if that makes sense at all. A lot of the same personality, like traits. Thinks it's all about them, only thinks about themselves. Yeah, some of the stuff she does is comical. A lot of the stuff can be comical, you can see, but she involves other people. It's a mess. It's a whole mess. Yeah, a lot of another addiction, mental illness and addiction, lifelong issues there too. Yeah, it is the rumor that she came from a Facebook community, but no confirmation yet. And it's definitely not mine. I actually went and checked because I was like, I swear to God, I've never even talked to this woman. Freaking people. I'm just like the Facebook boss over here that doesn't have a clue. Cherish, did she really? That doesn't surprise me. Hey, that's so cool. Hey, Keith. Oh, L. There is. You follow pages that need background. It's a rabbit hole I will go down. Depending on which part of the rabbit hole. So somebody just posted videos too that there was some like claim that I was in charge of the Thunderdome. Some bullshit like that. I don't even know exactly how it went. But no, that's fucking not the case. I've never even been in the Thunderdome as myself, as an alt, nothing. I know some of those people, but they have been established for years. That's not the case. I have told you all the truth. I was a lurker in the background who got sick of the bullshit and sick of all these scumbags who came in to expose scumbags when they're 10 times worse. And that's how I ended up here. That's it. That's as simple as it gets. Yes, cat. Thank you. That's basically it. Your husband's right, Spoonie. There's a few people that call me that lately. Thunderdome. Yeah, Thunderdome's great. I love a lot of the people in there. Don't mess with them. I mean, they don't take shit. But the thing is they don't do anything unless provoked time and time again. It's insane. Like people always. Yep, Nunya, that's very true. Carol, I'm not kidding. The truth, she made a post about it the other day, and I about shit my pants lying. Like I was laughing so hard because I was like, how did they put me in charge of the Thunderdome ever? But of course, it's Erica. So what are you gonna say? It's fucking insane. Hey, Mimi. Yeah, it gets crazy. Hey, frustrated. None, you're right. I know, and I'm like, have they never heard Raven talk? Have they never heard Raven talk? Do they think anybody's running Raven? Anybody running Raven? Like, come on. um, Teddy Bear, which one? Which person or which we've talked about multiple people. The nursery rhymes. Oh, we got that stuck in everybody's heads. Thunderdome is just a group. It's just a group that's been around for years. It stemmed from the pedo hunter days. So there was this whole movement that came out of, if you guys know who Shane Coyle is, I feel like we're getting history now. I guess this is where we're going. Okay, let's ask. So, my knowledge, this is my knowledge. So, I might not be spot on because, again, I'm not a part of these fucking groups, even though I somehow have. Anyways, the Thunderdome came after. So, there's a man by the name of Shane Coyle who was once a part of a show called MTV G's to Gents. He did Shane Coyle's Prank Call Mafia, is what he's known for. And then he started, because he can disguise his voice and make it sound like a young child. It really doesn't, but somehow people online would fall for the fact that he was a child. So they would set up decoys, him being the decoy, and lure these predators who were coming to meet an underage child. It kind of sparked an entire movement. Shane was one of the first. This had been going on in the UK for years. So he didn't make it happen. He wasn't the first. He was kind of the first in this circle of people, I guess you would say. Well, then it kind of sparked this whole movement of people that came on and did it. And then the drama ensued with all of the creator, like the pedo hunters were scamming people. Some of them were setting people up. People were making promises that they were collecting donations on behalf of children's hospitals. That was Shane, and the money never got sent. So groups of people formed to call them out And then it's just kind of taken on a life of its own. But he wasn't the only one that was called out. There's been so many of them that have been called out. And I don't even know if the predator hunter community really exists anymore. I don't really know. And the ones that used to do it, they've kind of came and gone, and then they pop back up, and then they kind of go away again, and it's it's a lot. But that's where everything kind of stemmed from, to begin with. I don't know now the break off as far as like where the cranes came out of. You would have to ask the cranes because again, I've never been a part of that. I don't know exactly how they started. I think the cranes formed though around the same time, but that was ran by three. There was three main cranes, and then the Thunderdome is a different group. And then who else is it that you guys want to know about? They're all like different groups that kind of intertwine at certain pieces, I guess. But and the CMC stuff has been how many years now have they been exposing her? Colin, yes, the panel. What's it called now? It's not the panel anymore. It's Unleashed Extreme. Is that right? Angel's great. Yep. Yeah, JJ. Good question. She did say that, Miss Lee. I do have the clip of that. She did say it. She said she was going in February, but I think it was sarcastic. There's not much weight to it. I'm not going to hold my breath to see what happens. Nanya's got the whiteboard. Brittany, thank you. Brittany's been, yeah. I won't say that. Some names I recognize from Facebook, and I'm like, they've been around for years. There's a lot of us though. Like that's what's so weird to me is how I've become so many of these like people. Well, I do know because there's some complete ridiculous people that they act like they have brains, but they don't really have anything going on up there. But they like to stir shit wherever they go. And this is kind of just how it happens. But there's so many people that have sat and watched all of this stuff for years. It's crazy. Yeah, she said that, but I don't see it happening. Committed. Nanya's very committed. Nanya knows names that I'm like, who the hell is that? And she's like, don't worry, you don't need to know it. I'm like, good. That's great. Usually I'll ask a name, like if I'm in somebody's chat and I'm like, who's that? They're like, ignore. I asked the other day in Makeup Mobsters chat because somebody tagged me in a post and I was like, who's this? And there was like one after another, ignore. And I was like, okay, taking the name right off don't even investigate. She had to do jail time, but it was for child support being in arrears, correct? She didn't do it for scamming, to my understanding. I don't think it was because of scamming. She is not able to ask for donations anymore the way she used to be able to. They had to change everything, but what caught her up was she's like majorly in arrears because of child support, to the last of my knowledge. I haven't followed her and I haven't watched a live of hers. Oh my god, that's probably been a year. I get updates from a few people that still talk or still watch her occasionally, but yeah, so I don't see that either. Yeah, okay, she was in arrears, yeah. Really, Hillbilly? That's good to know, yeah. How long have I been around? So since 2017, that's when I kind of found this community, like stumbled upon this community, not founded as in founded. Pull the ear wax out of your ears, some of you. Erica, she gets any more credit. When that bitch ever finds out who I am, she's gonna be like, "Who is that?" that's how ridiculous this is. Yeah, she's been doing. I hope she's doing good. That's another thing. Like, there's a lot of people that wanted to see her ultimate demise, of course, because of everything. You know, people get really hell bent, but it's another one that's mentally unstable, suffering with addiction. And you know what's sad to me is most of these people that continue to attack the same people over and over again, like years into it, are about the same or have been in recovery or anything like that. And it's like they're attacking a part of themselves that they cannot identify with in almost a way, or they're unwilling to realize that that was them at a point in time. It's like horrible self-reflection a lot of times. Elle, there is another person that if I told, like, that's the part. I haven't really told the story of where I actually came across all of these people from. And if that ever comes, you guys will meet another amazing e-bagger because holy shit, people have so much confused. Frustrated. I appreciate that so much. You guys really try to keep me in the right, and I love it because I'm like, there's certain people I take their like frustrated makeup mobster, B Fergs, um, Miss Lee. Um, there's a few other of the OGs that I like listen to and hone into when they speak. Like if they say something, I listen because usually I know that they know exactly what they're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, she does. She makes CMC look like a Girl Scout. That's what I'm saying. Like, the moment you think you found the worst of the worst, you find more. You knew it. What'd you know? Yeah, Gerald, they are. That's all they are. It's became such a big thing. Like, unfortunately, that's why I'm saying when I first started doing this and I started to realize where this all connects, and how many overlapping groups and stuff there is and where people came from. Like there's people that I still don't even know where the fuck they came from out of this whole thing. And they say they've been around for years. And I'm like, I don't know who they are, which is totally cool. But there's so much overlap. And the common theme of most of it is they're all the fucking same and they're all scammers and e-beggars. Like there's a guy that Murder Merc, who you guys have been here when I've talked about Merc. I like Merc. I always have. Merc did one of the first lives on this whole Marvon story with Raven from the Thunderdome. And people are like shocked that, oh, this is a real thing. Yeah, it's a real thing. And I didn't even know they had done that live. No clue. But we're all connected somehow. It's just crazy. Carol, we are not going there. Can you imagine if this YouTube community finds out about Chris and the things he's done? Let me just tell you, if you haven't seen somebody butt chug a beer, I have, and I've never want to see it again. You're welcome. Yeah, Brittany, me too. Yeah. A lot of you guys know Merc. Merc's funny. Yep. I haven't seen her around in a long time. I should ask Merc to come over and do a live with me sometime. Merc's funny. Brittany, do not. Hey, Nana. Oh, there's another one. Nana. That's another one. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that JJ, don't. I'm not even joking. He did it live. Live. And if you saw what that, oh, you guys are going to end up in rabbit holes you do not want to go down, because I'm positive the videos still exist out there about that. Yeah. You guys do not want to go down these roads. I'm telling you. Don't go searching for Chris Hahn. Chris took care of his mom. Well, his mom kind of took care of him. He is another one that's mentally unstable, but his mom passed away. Has it been a year yet? I don't even remember if it's been a year. But he does some pretty erratic things, and for attention and donations online. He used to be a part of what was the stream community that they did extreme stunts and crazy things that like your live instantly gets pulled down for. But he made some money doing that shit. But I've seen him light his pubes on fire. I've seen like, yeah. Yeah, frustrated she is a mess. Oh, Lisa, that's what brought you here? See, I didn't even know she existed. I had no clue. I wouldn't have I'll be honest, I wouldn't have followed her because that's just not my content. I don't watch any of the stuff that she does. Can we talk about the crossover that is crazy? Every day we find a new connection from one person to another from different communities. It's crazy. Yes, Nanya, that's exactly like there is so much connection. There is overlap constantly. So, for instance, one of the gals I was talking about, Diana, earlier, there was a gal that got involved heavily in that shit on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. She was like extremely problematic and annoying as fuck. Well, come to find out, that bitch is a true crime creator too. And I'm like, wait, huh? How does this happen here? But she was like, yeah, I can't. There's so much crossover. Spoonie, I'm not joking. Yeah, Gerald, that's very true. Yeah, and like the things that are shocking to people. Like I think the whole Maybe shit was a lot of it was set up and staged. Personally, I didn't watch a lot of it. I again, I have friends that like kind of watch, real friends, like people that I really know who will keep me updated on things that they might think I want to know, and it's usually like messy stuff like that. She's in a poly marriage, a big redheaded wife. Yeah. Keith, that's a very polite way of covering her. Exposed on Facebook, who, no, I don't know who runs it. And no, MGL is not a part of Exposed. That was the other part of the claim. I'm like the mob boss, and MGL is part of Exposed or some bullshit like that, which I about fell over on because Exposed is called MGL out. Exposed was one of the first pages to start talking about the Marvon Star. Like the whole fucking people have lost their damn minds. That's that's the best I can say. I think, yeah, it was all set up for a show. Just like the whole Michelle shit. And I'm going to say this, and I don't care who's pissed, but she set herself up with a lot of this too. And it continues to be like a show. These people like attention. They're going to continue to do the same things over and over again because it feeds their need for attention. Like, it's not going to change. You can't put a bunch of people out here that love that attention. They get it. And then you want them to start acting differently. No, that's Chris Hahn. That's CMC. That's shit. How many other people? There's so maybe that's Michelle. That's Molly. That's, I mean, the whole group of them. It's just fucking insane. Kathy, are they fifth cousins once removed? Or second? Miss Lee, I am proud to say that I have twice and never went back because that was emotionally draining for me, and no thank you. Nope. And that's where I won't go down that road. What's the most surprising thing you found out, Nanya, about the crossover? Gumby, I am working on a list. So far, I have not found many that I would advise anybody. Like, there's nobody so far besides Makeup Mobster that I can say that I actually appreciate or enjoy fully. I did find a new area that I kind of like, but because I have people in the bushes that like to follow me around and do stupid shit, I'm going to keep it on the lowdown until I know if they're actually decent or not, because chances are they aren't. Yes, I agree. Oh, Carol, why? I forgot about the Oreo cookie. Oh, no, I need bleach for my eyes. I'm literally like, some of these things are etched in my head. You know, if I would have realized I would still be on YouTube at this time and we would be doing Snarkmas, if I would have prepared for months, I could have taken you guys down a fucking rabbit hole of horrible shit that would have burned your eyes from Facebook. But that's that's the that's the crazy shit, is because Facebook is no different than YouTube. No different. The only thing that's different on Facebook versus YouTube is the Messenger app. That's it. The same bullshit goes on, the same drama. It's the same people. You cannot, it's all the same. Yes, I do too. I love her chat too. And her mods. Like, that's why I like it over there. wanna pizza me, motherfucker. I love your name. Your avatar is the devil. Keith, who do you like for the pedo catchers? Do you like the UK guys? That's the only ones I like anymore. I like Chris Hansen from Dateline. That's where I can't watch much of that shit anymore because it's so phony and fake. Paint the barn. I don't like to paint at all. I am not crafty at all. JJ, that's how I feel so far. You know, there's just been everything she says I can kind of connect to, and I appreciate her because she just says what she thinks, and that's what it is. Yeah, and that's why I think like a lot of us connect to that same type of person. Yeah. Yeah, smiles, but they're all fucking Facebook people. That's the comedy of this whole thing is at some point in time, all of these people had Facebook too. A lot of these assholes say Molly Go Lightly is specifically who I'm talking about. She says, I don't like Facebook. I'm never on Facebook. That bitch is on Facebook and posts more than me. It's fucking insane. Lisa. Yes. Yes, hillbilly, I agree. You gotta give it some time too. Like I always advise people. That's why when I came in, I was like, please do not trust me. Do not believe a thing I'm saying without going and doing your own fucking research. But sadly, what I have found on YouTube is people are fucking lazy. They want to know the details, but they want it spoon fed to them. And then if it's not spoon fed to them the right way in the right order, or if you don't ask their fucking permission, then there's this weird, like, fucking, I don't know, wheel of events that kind of turns and you're like, wait, who the fuck are you? It's just fucking weird. There's so much weird shit out here. But it's the same on Facebook too. Miss Lee, yeah. I can see that. You can go back and watch a live of hers, which I think I've only watched one from like 2 years ago. That's probably the longest back. Maybe there's an older one in there. Maybe when she got swatted. But she's consistently been the same. Yes, Amethyst finds us good true crime channels. Yeah, Aja, right? It's so funny because she contradicts herself so much. Mocus it is. Ikmal, I do like Ikmal. I love his when he does car chases. That's who remembers the Facebook watch party days? Anybody remember that? See, and those of you that have a chip up your ass, or I should say a chip up your ass, a chip on your shoulder, or a stick up your ass about Facebook, you guys missed out on the fun Facebook trolling days. You missed it because watch parties used to be hysterical. If you knew the right people, I guess. Have you just found a new community? Hey, Dave. Welcome in. Gray Hughes is controversial for a lot of people, it seems. Like people either really like him or they don't. It's kind of a thin line, it seems. Tracing Truth. Who is that? The Phoenix. I think I've heard who that. Maybe I'm wrong. Is she a female and go by Chasing? Is that who that is? The Phoenix? I could be wrong. If so, she's got a very like stern, almost like protective way of speaking. Is that her? Hey, Jeff. I love all the fucking troll names coming in today and all the new faces and like, well, besides Cars, he got put in timeout. He'll be back. He's calling the cops. He's been calling the cops all the whole stream for some reason. I don't know why. Chaotic. I have no freaking clue. That's a great story. I don't know who he is. You called him Vanilla Ice. I really don't know that much. Profiling with Pat Brown and Unsolved No More. That sounds great. Gumby, see, that's what I've heard a lot of people like say that. Okay, that is right. Am I right on who Chasing is, Miss Lee? Okay. Then yes, I haven't watched much of her stuff, but I've heard her talk a few times and I did really appreciate her sincerity in her words, it seemed like she really does it because she's passionate about the kids, if that's who I'm thinking of. Elizabeth is a white girl who does predator catching. I don't know who that is. Ice Ice Baby. I used to love that song. You don't like his mods. That's the other thing too. There's a whole lot of weird shit with that wrench. People get real bent over the wrench stuff. I'm realizing. I'm over here like I don't even have mods on Facebook still, which I probably never will. Lisa, yeah. In fact, that's one of the memes in my second day of Snarkmas is something about like this is a Facebook is confirmation of boredom or something. I can't remember exactly what it says, but it's funny. But it basically says terminal boredom or something like that. Okay, Miss Lee, then it is here. It is who. Nana, there's been a lot of trolls that have been coming around lately, which is fine. Thank you. Frustrated. The wrench stuff gets crazy. My vape's stuck. Yes, Miss Lee. Holy crap. That's the other thing. Like, I really worry about people's emotional state and how worked up they get over strangers on the internet. And by the way, I'm telling you bitches this now. I've already told the Teslas and I've had a long talk with them. I don't drink alcohol first and foremost, but if I did, or if I ever start, or if I ever start acting insane, like way off my normal, please tell me to go check myself in and stop watching my content and stop engaging. If you actually are my friend, tell me to go get fucking help. Please, because I watch all these people say that they love and care about other people, and then they condone these people's behaviors when they're spiraling out of control. And their addiction is like off the charts and they refuse to admit it. And their friends, their friends are like condoning that, oh, there's nothing wrong here. Everything's okay. No, that's not friends. If you actually give a fuck about somebody, tell them, hey, wake up. Yeah, Gerald, you're right. And it's unfortunate because people push it to those levels for no fucking reason. No reason. No reason. Yes, hillbilly, thank you. Me and the TikTok videos with the cats and the dogs and the goats. Hey, oh my Lanta. You're not a bad mod. I love all my mods. I don't know. I just got the look at the draw over here. I lucked out. Lucked out. Charles. Nope, just me. I definitely probably am not who you think I am because this is my only channel. I've been everybody under the sun already. Everybody under the sun. I'm just me. I'm just nonsense. I go by Contessa. Cunt-essa, for those of you in the bushes. I come across very sweet most of the time. But I have a fuck around and find out side too. Hey, Rihanna. Did I pronounce that wrong? We don't do rogues, right? I know. I haven't had a rogue mod yet. I think about that all the time. I'm like, why don't I have a rogue mod? Yes, I have some great ones. In fact, I'm going to add a couple more in time, but I already know they're amazing. Yes, you can panel. You want to hop up on panel? Let me send you the link. I would love for you to come up. Maybe I'll see more penises today. Last time you were on panel, I got a big old vagina, though. That's what I got last time. Freaking people. Why do they do that? And we already discussed it last time, and I actually stood up and tried to figure out how they actually did that or showed me that. But they had to have been like straddling their phone to get it to do that. Oh, yeah, got ya. None yet. Right. It is a rogue mod. Oh, Miss Lee, I am so glad I did too. I like there's been a lot of trust my gut instincts on this, and I'm so thankful I have sometimes at times I tune everybody out and just go with my gut, and it has honestly saved my ass in so many ways. Like it has saved my ass because I've been able to avoid certain groups of people, and thank God, because there's nothing good that comes out of certain groups. Hey.
I have a theory about why the people porn bomb the streams. Well, one obviously for the obvious reason of it's against TOS, so your stream will get taken down.
Mhm.
But I think a lot of people they don't keep their audience in the back end of StreamYard before they put them up. They just let them come straight up on the panel. So they see it as you're gonna let them straight up. There's no, I don't know, there's no gosh, what's the word for it? I don't know, filter to it, right? So, like, if you go, let's say, we've seen people go on Molly's panel. I'll use that as an example because I've seen her with lots of people at one time, and they just pop up and they're just there, right? But I've seen other people, I know I've seen Science Girl do it where, she's like, let me see your face, or let me, make sure you're not doing nothing on my live, whatever. And she has them in the background. She can see it, but the audience can't see it. And then she brings them up, right? So I think
Mm.
it's to try and take advantage of the people who just let you come straight up.
Yeah, thinking, "Oh, this person's new." That's what trolls do too. Frustrated, I just gave you a wrench because you were the one that I was talking about giving one to, and Nana L
Hey,
too.
JJ.
I would like one. Frustrated and Nana L, I would love if you want them, you can have them. If you don't want them, you don't have to have them either. But you two, I trust highly. I've been super lucky. That could be, but I think that's a lot of I just don't understand. Have they seen what a penis and ball sack looks like from upside down?
I cannot.
Like, seriously, though, what he showed me, you know what that looks like?
Uh,
That's not pretty. Like,
I can't. I don't even know why. Why would you even want to do that?
why exactly?
I don't
Why?
know where I was at. I don't know. Maybe it was in Savage's life. I don't remember. She was showing a video of some lady. Damn, her name is on the whiteboard. I'll have to go look it up. But she was showing a video of some lady who was saying that she got these pictures, but then it turned out it really was her own picture she had taken of herself, and she was describing it in great detail and talking just referencing it as chicken skin around the edges kind of a thing. It was just the craziest thing ever, and I was like, what in the world is going on, and what have I happened? What did I just come into? This is crazy. Good night, Solo.
Oh, yeah. The the woman that showed me the vagina, whatever that account was or whatever, I was sitting there looking too hard to figure out I still don't know what she was showing me, to be honest. But if it was a vagina, that's what her name was, and if that's exactly what she showed me, or he, I don't I can't even explain it. Does it look like a frog? That's what
Spoonie said, hold up, do you really have whiteboards?
I do, but not for that. I don't
I
use it
I
for this.
technically, Spoonie, I have I'm actually really good with names and being able, most of the people in this chat, I can tell you something about them. Especially if I've seen them around in other chats or interacted with them a lot. I can tell you something about each person. I just really have a good memory in that particular way. So a lot of it is mental whiteboards. I'm also good at I love puzzles. So when I see a person has connected in two communities, it's filling in a puzzle piece for my brain. I don't know. It's weird. Don't judge me, but yeah, they're all mental whiteboards. There's not actual written out.
Sister, I have to
Likewise.
behave now. No, you just be yourself. You don't have to behave. My wrenches don't have to behave. They can do it as
Yeah.
they do. That's the other thing too. Like people blame, like say you have a wrench in my chat, they think that means that you co-sign everything I say and everything I do, or like vice versa. Like if you're a wrench for me and you're in somebody else's chat, then that means I co-sign whoever's chat you're in, or like there's a whole lot of crossover there that no, that people go think way too in depth about. Sometimes there is, but a lot of times people are individuals and like what they like and they go wherever they look. I don't know. It's weird. Wrenches are
Yeah,
weird.
I mean, I think even well, I think you and I, when we've been on panels a lot before, we've always said there's times where we just don't agree on things. It
Yep.
doesn't mean that it changes my opinion of anybody because they don't agree with me. But honestly, what I'm seeing right now is like the echo chambers go so deep in a couple of these communities to where people are almost like, I don't know, like PTSD triggered when you have a difference of opinion
Yeah.
because they just can't fathom it because they haven't been in that environment before. So it's
Right.
very different. Like that's one of the reasons why like I'm a mod on a couple of different pages, some on purpose, some just that's what the page kind of does. But for me, I'm like, I don't time anybody out because they gave an opinion. I don't think I've ever blocked anybody other than like the sex bots here on this page. But outside of that, like I don't block people because they have an opinion. And I think it's almost like a Stockholm syndrome. They get so used to not being able to give their opinion that they're stuck.
Yeah, and I love that people give difference of opinions over here, and we stand by, like, we don't block unless you absolutely like, like I've said it before, I've unblocked people that I absolutely cannot stand, but because I am all for people being able to defend themselves or have an opportunity to speak, things like that, like, but we tried, like, there is very few people, the most people that I've blocked were that one sole account
Yeah.
over and over
And so I see a couple people saying they see me everywhere, and I do. I try and I go, like YouTube is my hobby. This isn't a job for me. I don't get any money from this. I'm not a content creator in that capacity. I may be a researcher, for nonsense at times,
yeah.
but that's about it. I keep good list of names, so if I get asked like who's this person, I heard their name today and I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, that's this, blah 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 blah, whatever. This is what I've learned about them so far. But I am in a lot of different chats. There are some like you may see me in there in the beginning and then slowly but surely I may go away because if it's not I said it earlier in the chat, like I like a good balance of like humor, like being
Mhm.
able to just chat and hang out. I like, I like some drama only to an extent. I like funny drama, not like real life serious drama. I don't like attacking, not a fan of that. It's just not my forte. And I like some of the true crime, but I can only go so deep into the sickness that is this world. So I can only, watch that for so long as well. So I like a little balance. So I just dip my toe in whatever pond has whatever I'm feeling at that moment. And then I bounce out when they've got some I don't like. I just bounce out and go somewhere else where I can find it. So yeah, you definitely will see me every. Nana says she wants me to tell her about herself. I don't tell anybody about themselves. I just a me. Just a me. That's it.
Just to me. Um, I yeah, there's a lot of places I just won't go. I won't. There's no point in it for me. Like I don't appreciate the content. And it's stuff I wouldn't go like on my own, even if I had an interest, I wouldn't go there about certain parts because yeah, I have a very low tolerance for certain shit, and there's a lot of certain shit out here, so there's a lot of places I just avoid, and so it's really good for me to have somebody like Nunya who does venture out into all of these different areas because she learns a hell of a lot of shit that I would have never had a clue about. Like,
Mm,
you've taught us, I mean, there's so many different things that I've learned about YouTube from just you going out and like venturing into finding all the like what are communities and where else are there communities, like venturing out, which your way. So we talked about this the other day too, which you made a really good point, but just like this week has been a little bit crazier for me than normal. I fit YouTube into my life. YouTube
Yeah.
does not come first in my life because again, it's not a job. It's a hobby for me. It's fun to fuck around. It's fun as hell to expose some people. And trust me, we have exposures lined up from here to the next 5 years off of just people in this right now. Let me tell you, it's so freaking deep and bad. But sometimes it's best to sit back and let people expose themselves and you just kind of, let it go. But I don't, if I don't get to come on and tell you guys, oh, so and so said this, I don't feel like you guys are missing out, and neither am I, because it's not stuff that dictates our lives. It's not important
Yeah.
things that is like time sensitive that you have to know at certain time. Hold on, I gotta mute. So I don't feel like I'm missing out, and I think that is one thing I'm so thankful for. Hold on.
That okay. Chaotic. So Chaotic said, I'm new, so I'm still roaming around. I like humor and everything. What I don't like is the bizarre, which seems to happen in the darkness in the middle of the night. Agreed. Chaotic. If you like humor, so recently, I've only seen her do one live, I don't think, and she's an OG. I think her name is Boston Girl Bridget is her official YouTube name. She is funny as fuck. Like, I don't think I've ever watched a video yet. Now you have to like cuss words. I'm going to give that disclaimer. You have to like cuss words to really be able to enjoy her humor. But man, that absolute, like, her page, she is hilarious. Every time I see her up on a panel, I know I'm about to die laughing. She is hilarious. I like her a lot. I don't know much about her other than just a few little things that I've seen. But if you like humor, I would sub to her page because she is super duper funny. Mary Chrysler to all. Oh gosh. I think you changed your name. Are you OU? Is that who you were? Boston Girls and OG and very funny. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I found her. You know what? She went on a pet. You know what? That's where it was. The night that Diane and Molly went live together, she jumped on Savage's panel. I had never seen or heard from her that night, and everybody was like so flaming hot that night. But she came in and literally laid everybody out in tears laughing, and I was like, I have to go and sub to her page. Like, I
Who's
need to
that?
go and see and listen to her because she is like, we have a lot in common. That's the best way I can say it. Like, her cuss words, her humor, everything. It's hilarious. Her name is Boston Girl Bridget.
Oh, I've never even heard of her. I'm
I
going to
know.
sub her right now.
Yeah, she's one of the drama community OGs that I've found that
Oh,
I
okay.
I love her. She's hilarious. She doesn't do lives or anything like that. She, from what I've seen so far, she's not really full on into the drama, but she is hilarious. Look at Navy. Navy, can I just say, hey, and this week you have shown me why all the women swoon at Navy. To see just a normal guy in the community appears to be very rare. And so this week I just have been able to see I've been able to see just normalcy in what is Navy. So good night, frustrated. Thank you.
Good night, frustrated. Thanks for always popping in and being
Okay, Mary, that's what I thought. Okay.
maybe
I wanted to make sure the picture was the same.
your ears were probably ringing because we actually discussed what a breath of fresh air you are after learning like some more of the men from these communities or like where they get the holy shit. Is there like a cesspool of bottom feeding men out here?
Good night, Rihanna.
Because there seems to be. And Navy, you stand, and the rest of you men that hang out with respect and kindness and all of how you guys come off, it seems to be a rare thing out here. Whew.
I will say, Navy, though, I am going to start a campaign. No offense to Uni at all. I like his chat and all, but we need to hear more Navy. So I need to either like start a campaign for you to start a page
You are.
or like start a campaign for you to become a panel hopper where you go on everybody's panels and entertain us.
Keith, you always are respectful over here too. You're another breath of fresh air.
Chaotic.
Maybe
For real, for real. That's absolute facts. Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you for picking up what I was putting down. I appreciate that.
Both sides of that coin, though. Both sides.
Yes, yes, agreed.
Total scum. Like, why? But at the other point of that, too, I can appreciate certain things and certain, within each of those people also. And I can understand certain things too. So it's hard because I'm like, nope, I just nothing to do with it. Walk away. You have no idea the quality. Let me see.
Rihanna, I'm not. Let me tell you this. You say the whole boys versus girls high school mentality. I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in any of the high school. I don't care boys versus girls. I just don't want the high school part of it. Like, I'm way too grown for that. So
That's the other thing coming back to the dating thing. So a lot of you are single. Like there's a lot of single women out here that I've noticed, which obviously because they have time and they're bored. So I think that's you notice more people who are probably single or don't have a significant other, things like that. But I cannot, that's why I say like people dating within these communities and stuff. I look at, for instance, the drama community, the men in the drama community that I've seen, which has been a few just a very select few, or maybe what community are you a part of? I don't even know what part of community uni's in, for instance. Like, I'm not really sure, but those Navy stands out like a sore thumb when you look at other people and how problematic they can be.
damn. Notice it. Wait, hold on. Let's go back. Hold on. Wait. I just seen a
There's
different.
going on.
My husband just said, "You better let her know you're not single."
I know you're not.
No, we are not single. That's not what she was saying.
Not you. You're very well taken.
You can tell what kind of parents these guys had based on how they act. I agree. Gumby said, "I'm sorry, I was washing dishes. Can you repeat the name?" Oh, it's Boston Girl Bridget. Boston Girl Bridget is the name. Yes, Keith, very, very respectful. I appreciate when you come into chats anywhere that I go. I know we're going to have Commander is always, Commander started a joke one time, and everywhere I go, Commander and I have our joke together.
Mary Chrysler, I hear you on that. That's been my experience. And I will be honest, it makes me appreciate my significant other. I'm like, holy shit. But, I look at some of these women, they're successful. Some of them aren't bad looking. I mean, some of them might need paper bags, but that's here nor there. But they have something to offer. I like to think everybody has something to offer inside. But I sit
Everybody
there
does.
and watch them like sell themselves short constantly by who they associate with. And I'm like, why do that? Like, do they feel pity for them? And that's why I don't know. I just don't get the whole concept of it yet. Maybe that's
Yeah.
come down the road.
I have a question for the chat. So my question is if you were single, congrats on your 35 years, Nana. Love that for you. I'm trying to be like that one day. I got 10 years to get there, but I'm going to catch up on you. But if you were single, would you date any of these people? No matter if you're a guy, would you date any of these girls you see that are, in this social media lifestyle? Or if you're a girl, would you date any of the guys? Is there anybody who you're like, oh yeah, I would date that person? Is there anybody in the chat? Watching's here.
Hey, watching. And that's the other thing too. So in all fairness, I don't know who's guys and girls behind most of these names. So if you are male and we don't realize it because you're a unisex name or avatar, because we don't go look into everybody who comes in here and like try to figure it out. We have no clue. Some of the most liked people in here, we have no clue what gender you are because we don't care. Personally, I would have to start liking women because you and Amethyst are about the only two that I would.
Okay, there's a lot of hell no's. Hell no to the no. I'm with that. Look at Revival says, I would consider becoming a nun, right? Right? 40 years and still going. Congratulations, Gumby. Somebody else said they had 39 years for Kathy P. Good for you.
Kathy's amazing. I love Kathy. Kathy's hair is beautiful too.
Yes, it is.
I just love Kathy. We have such a good group of people over here. Okay, you're 6'3". Wait, did he say blonde, blue eyes?
Wait, watching said they loved your
Ooh.
first snark, miss. You did it well.
Thank you, watching. I got the
We're
other one.
good. We're good students. 6'3", blonde with green eyes. Okay.
Amethyst needs a clear distinction. Are you talking about dating social media influencers or these drama weirdos?
Well, unfortunately, Amethyst, they are the same.
I see, that's so funny to me too, because so many people have no idea. Like, a lot of this is judging people off of just their voices and their personalities and
Yeah.
what little we see them commenting and stuff. 'Cause a lot of these people don't even take panels, talking about followers.
Poppy said, "Oh, well, I'm bi, so I'll answer to both." No way.
Amethyst, I said I'm switching teams because you and Nunya are the only two. Nope.
Oh, Hope, congrats. Watching 18 years, 10 years for Hope.
Did you see Notorious Papa? Did someone
I
say
don't
drama weirdos?
Oh my god, not Ash. Dude, again, I don't know. Ash, do you have a page? I don't know if you have a page. Ash is another person. Found her in the comments one night. She was uberly upset. And again, just spirit animal kind of comments. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love it.
I found somebody that I really liked the other day and now I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back through my list. It's like a clip channel, but they're old clips. Is it Hartley? Is that name familiar?
Yes, I know. I think it is Hartley is what it's called.
She uses a different type of filter that I
Yes.
absolutely am obsessed with. Is it Hartley, maybe? Oh, she's an OG as well. See, you somehow pick
Yeah.
out a lot of the OGs that just in general
I
that you
definitely
connect
am
with.
am drawn to them for sure.
Yeah, you connect with the old school drama community, and I think it's because those ones speak their mind no matter what it is, and they don't waver in it. Like, they don't go with the crowd, they don't seek acceptance. That's my experience from a lot of the OGs that I've been around or seen. I think they're OGs. I don't fucking know. What makes you a fucking OG? Who makes the rules? Who's doing the fucking recruiting? Because some of you now are
Dude,
fired.
I asked that the not too long ago. I was wondering, like, sometimes it seems like if when I go in a chat, right? And I'm not talking about anybody in general. I go into a lot of freaking chats, okay? So this isn't about any secret societies this time. But what I see is I go in this chat, right? The creator doesn't even give like a demand. It's like all of their vaginas vibrate at the same time, and they know to turn right and go over to this person's chat and say this to them. Oh no, we're making a left, ladies. Left side of the vulva, rotates, and then we're over here. Go to that person's chat and attack. Like, what the fuck? Like, I've never seen such a thing in my life. It has been, and I'm like, clearly you don't see the lady. They don't say anything. They don't type anything. They're just talking regularly in a chat. And all of a sudden, it's like everybody gets this, like, I don't even know, like a fucking frequency in their vagina that's like, you must go fuck with that person now. And boom, they go. Like, it's crazy to me. I've never seen anything like this before in my life, clearly. But
Let's go marching in.
yeah, I don't know how it happens. It's like they just instantly, like it's like you're just there chilling in a chat, hanging out, having a good time, fucking talking about I don't even know what. Like, I mean, they could be talking about anything, like fucking, I don't know, a hotel brand towels.
It's
And all of a
true.
sudden you see the number drops from like fucking 506 down to 202. And you're like, wow, where did everybody go? So you go start checking other channels. Then boom, you go on this creator. Here's everybody you were just watching comment that was in the 506. Now they're over here attacking this person. And you're like, what the fuck? Why did I not get the memo? Where do the memos go out? Who sends the memos out? I just have so many fucking questions.
Kathy, thanks for being here. I'll try to end it. Wait, what time is it? Is it in 20 minutes? I'll try to I'll be off here by then. I will end it and make everybody come over there and watch you. We need to get your numbers up. You need to get monetized. People don't understand how enjoyable and fun you are. They get caught up in all these other channels when there's amazing channels right here too. Like Kathy's newbie like me, but she's amazing. And she's real. Why didn't I get the memo? Is there like a that's that's a good freaking question. Where did these memos come from? Oh my goodness. These you had everybody
No, like, but
agree
is it
improvement.
just me though? Like, do
No.
other people see the same thing happen? Like, I don't ever hear, like, every now and then there's this crazy person who may be like, sorry, I gotta walk past the TV. There may be this crazy person who's like, everybody go bombard that chat with such and such, right? Okay, those ones, like, it's obvious. But when the person hasn't said a word and the whole audience clears out, it's like, have y'all ever heard the story about, there's some in some cultures, I won't name them, I'll let you use your imaginations, but there's some cultures where, like, if you see somebody running, you don't ask why we're running, you just run, right? You just run. That's all the fuck you do. You don't ask why you're running. And if you've ever seen the videos, there's some where, like, people will just start running and others just start running and everybody just follows and runs, and I'm like,
And they're all running right off the
dumbass who's
same
like,
cliff.
yeah, I'd be the one asking, like, why, wait, running takes a lot out of me. Why am I running? I don't know. I guess I would just
You'd
be
be
dead.
trying to track down who was on fire, and if that's why people were running, so you could throw them on the ground and put them out. Like you'd be going, somebody on fire here. Why is
Right.
And the rage
Yeah.
quitting. That's another thing.
Cole, it's me. No,
The
it's not
rage
you,
quitting.
Nunya. Okay, good. Okay, so it's not just me then. Okay, good. So everybody else knows. So does anybody know if their vaginas vibrate at any point in time? Is that what's happening that we just don't know?
Is there a zzz that goes off all at once or something? Like is
Right,
the
Ash. Exactly. By the time you ask, boom, you gone. Exactly.
S&P
Exactly.
right?
But Ash has a good plan. She runs in the opposite direction of the crowd because shooters do shoot into crowds. Trigger
Yes.
warning. Sorry, we'll put that out there. But
No,
yeah,
you're good.
my vagina is broken too because it never vibrates when I'm in there. It never
My
vibrates and tell me where to go.
If my
Maybe there's a
vagina
group
starts
chat.
vibrating because of YouTube, I've been on YouTube way too long and might just be dry. Like something's wrong. Have we
Okay,
seen
who is Nunya? I am Nunya. And you hear vibrations. Okay. Okay, well. Okay,
and
you don't wear the vibrating panties that they wear. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they all bought the same
wait,
panties. Does that, maybe I need to look in the creators' Amazon wish lists.
is there an
That's probably what it
influencer
is.
link for vibrating panties with a remote?
I think it's on their wish list.
And one of them has to have the remote and that connects to all of them. So they just hit
Yep.
the button and
And they hit the button, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we got to go attack these people over here now.
That's a
Yeah.
great fucking invention. These bitches would actually invest in that shit.
They probably would. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie. I probably would invest in it too. But there's that.
True. Bluetooth panties, right? Oh, the moon made me crazy last night. I avoided the internet last night. Thank goodness. It's a real thing, yes. Oh my gosh, you guys are we needed a live like this where it was just BS. Oh goodness. Oh, people that don't know, I'm Contessa, the one that's talking, and the other one is Nunya. Yes, for sure. That is Nunya. There's a rose. Yep. There was an influencer that actually did you put that as
Oh my God.
a link on their Amazon, and they sold that shit out multiple times.
Do you see Ash's comment?
Yes.
On a live stream, somebody gave out the Bluetooth codes to someone's toy.
Oh, can you imagine? Hey,
I hope
Beefers.
she changed it too. Hey, Beefers.
Hey,
One
Beefers.
of our faves.
If you want a wrench over here, I would gladly give you a wrench over here if you want one. I don't want you to ever feel like you have to have one, but you're one of the other trusted ones that if you want. There's all the wrench drama, so I never bring it up.
Yeah.
But look at
Also,
that.
Fergs, just so you know, we've never had a rogue mod. So if you wanted to be our very first rogue mod, we would
Go for
welcome
it.
that too.
Why does that piss people off so bad? It's really not that hard to unblock people.
I don't know.
They get so bent out of shape about that. Oh my God. Oh, and the rage quitting when people get this is the fucking internet.
Oh my God.
Like,
This is, and all the guys have a card. They just swipe and the Bluetooth code spreads wide open. Oh my God. I cannot.
oh, Poppy, same. Love it. Gerald, hey, dear Krabby. No, you don't have to. The mods over here, it's chill over here usually, always. Like everything's chill. The biggest thing that we have end up happening is, was that person intentionally timed out or not? And do we need to unblock them? That's what because we make mistakes and hit buttons in weird times. That's the only thing we've ever had happen. Miss Lee. Oh, I love, there's been so many new names. Hey, Revival, that have been in here lately, and I love it. Some of you guys have the best sense of humor, and I absolutely love it. Wait, Nanya, did Notorious answer if she is a creator and has a channel? Notorious, are you still in here? Do you have a channel? If you have low expectations, that'll probably surprise you. Yes. Okay. You don't have to have it, but I'm giving you one if you want. There's only certain people I trust, and it's only Makeup Obster and those people that I get to know. But that's the only place I really hang out besides here. Like hang out. As Smiles, I hope you have a great night. Nani, did you answer me?
And I haven't been on StreamYards in my car before, so I have no clue if you'll even be able to hear me.
Oh, I can now. You just connected.
Okay. All right. I don't know what's happening. Sorry. What was your question?
No, she just answered. Notorious. I asked you if Notorious was a creator or not, but she just answered. She said, I have a channel, but I don't create LLM I have clips and sometimes I rage stream. I love it. I'm here for the rage streams. You know how?
Oh, no. Don't let Ash fool you. Hold on. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't let Ash fool you. She does community posts, and I'm here for every single one of her community posts. Like, Ash is not like, so I think I may actually probably relate to her very well. And the reason why is because, and I don't really say that about a lot of people, but like, so far, my observation, there you go, I'll say that because I don't know her personally, or like I'm very new to her, but like, she says what she says, and she stands 10 toes down on that. She is not going back on it. She doesn't give a fuck if anybody doesn't like it. That's their problem, not hers. And she's not rude about it. She just is like, but you said this, and I heard you say this, and here's the proof that you said this. Now, what else did you have to say? And that's my, that's whew, again, spirit animals. That's my entire forte. Like, calling it like it is my forte. So I like her community post for that purpose, because I go purposely. I see something pop off in a chat or a live, and I'll immediately go. If I've seen her in there, I'll go to her community post, because I can guarantee that within an hour there's gonna be a community post about it.
Oh, I'm going to follow, because that's the stuff I like to watch though at times, because I'm like, yeah, because when I watch people release even some of the yucky men, that sounds fucking terrible. When I watch them go off on somebody at times, I'm like, hell yes, I felt that on a spiritual level, because I wanted to say the same shit so many times. But, I'm trying to walk a line. So I try not to venture into those spots, but there's times when some of these people go off on their rages, and I'm like, oh, I felt that. I can feel it, because you can feel their frustration.
Yeah. Hey, Pugs, my favorite stalker.
Oh,
Pugs and I
plug.
always end up. Pugs and I actually talk like in the inbox talk. We actually have learned a lot about each other. I like her. Pugs will, because she's from OGs. She can give me knowledge that I may not like be able to think out of the box as a newbie. So I like her knowledge for sure.
Notorious, do you care if I share your channel because it's going to get asked? And if you're okay with it, I will share it, your channel
I
over
have to
here.
wait for 1,000 subs for that damn community post.
You guys can tell
Now they
me
just hand them out all willy nilly, right?
if you're creators and you want me to share your link. I have no problem doing that at all. I just don't know who's creators and who's not. That's the one thing I wish there was some designation. Got it.
Oh, happy birthday, Beefergs.
Did you see I changed the
Not
thing?
sure if it's today or not.
I I changed the little kicker across the screen. Oh, you can't. You're on your phone probably.
Oh no, I'm on my. Oh, that's right. Happy motherfucking birthday, Beefergs.
Yep, that's what I
Okay,
said. Heck yeah.
that's right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
Sorry
you.
if
I'm
I
not gonna
screamed in anybody's headphones. My bad. I just got a little excited when I read it. That's all. Good night. I hate peas.
Elle's on this shit. I'm over here like stumbling around, acting like I'm a
Trying
drunk,
to still
trying to
find
find
the
a channel.
post.
Yeah, and
LGB on
she's
it.
got the link way up there. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Happy mother
Yeah.
freaking birthday. Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
Nana, I
everybody
don't
will
want to
know.
create either. People like everywhere I go, they'll be like, "Oh, we'll share your page," and I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't want subs. I don't. I am like, Apparently, I was accused of being a panel hopper at one point in time until it was clarified what that was. But for the most part, I just enjoy being in the comments, seeing people interacting, jumping up on panel every now and then. Most of the time, if you find me on panel, it's here. And I mean, I know Nonsense and I have talked a lot about it. Like, it just really, in this day and age, people need a place to go to where it feels. I don't even like the word safe place because this is not a safe place. It's the fucking internet. Let's just be real. But
Yeah,
to have a place to go and get some laughs, to know that somebody really does genuinely care. Like, we know that one of our subs recently lost a family member that was very close to them. Like, that
yeah.
matters to us. So, really genuinely showing people that you give a hoot about them, that is really important to me. So I just, it's like fucking Cheers. You want to go where everybody knows your name. Like, I know a lot of names, and I could tell you a lot about people one way or the other. Some of you good, some of you not so good. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen anybody in here that I would say bad things about so far. Wink, wink. But yeah, I mean, that's just, I think it's really important to us, like even these check-ins and just hanging out with people. It gives you, some people, especially as the holidays are coming up, and I don't think that people are just lonely around the holidays. Like, I've seen so many pages right now, they're like, the holidays are coming, I need to check base with my subs and check in with them and see if they're lonely. No, they're fucking lonely January, February, March, April,
Yeah.
May. Like, fucking A. Yeah, the holidays are harder. I'm not taking that away from anybody, but lonely people who are missing people and have suffered a loss, they're not just lonely around Christmas time, and they need that encouragement all year round. So, anywho, that's my down off my soapbox I go.
No, it's true though. And that's one thing, for me, I'm not an inboxer. Like I don't reach out to people, I don't email people. I'm not big on that, but when people come to my inbox, I always try to make it a priority to get back to them. Some of them, like I will entertain for a few minutes and then I realize what their intent is. And so I just kind of have to push off. But there's other people that I genuinely feel bad if I don't get back to or I don't respond to because I genuinely like these people and they're taking time out of their day to make an effort to come to me. And these people, like even the ones that send me drama and stuff, there's people that genuinely care about my well-being and are concerned about things. So they send me stuff just to make sure I'm okay and I'm aware of what's going on too. But I
Yeah.
always feel bad because it takes a lot of time to like manage all of that. And that is something like I do it to you guys. I apologize if I'm gone for a couple hours and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, because I don't take other people's time lightly. Like people are giving us their time to sit here with us and just bullshit with us. But it's still, you could be off with some other creator, you could be doing something else. And I don't take that lightly. If we can help, leave. And I think that's the other thing that we've always said too, Nunya, is that we want to leave people in a better place mentally when they leave the stream than they came in with. Maybe it's not going to change
Absolutely.
much, but
If all you were allowed, I mean, if all you had the energy to do was laugh about vibrating vaginas for 3 minutes today, and that put a smile on your face, like that puts a smile on my face.
Gerald, just
I'm
be yourself here.
completely okay with that.
The one thing you'll find out over here, Gerald, is people are like, we accept you for who you are. Like I like people for who they are. I don't give a shit about your past. Our pasts are what define us too. Like, and I'm not just talking about criminal past. That's what makes a person. And people being unique and having different stories and where they
Sorry.
come from. That's interesting to me. And I love that. And I appreciate that. Do you know how disgusting it is when you go into a yes, ma'am chat and everybody's like, when one person talks, they're like, oh my gosh, yes, 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 I agree with everything you say. And they don't ever stand up and say you're wrong, even though they know that fucking person just lied to everybody. Like they won't stand up and say shit. But you see the same people just like praising them over and over again. And they're in chats talking shit at the same time about that person. No, just be you. Most of us are in our 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
Well,
60s.
on the flip side of that, though, is, I mean, again, just, and I'm only speaking of what I've seen. I mean, I don't know why I always speak in we's, like, this is you and I's page. It's really not. It's really fucking not. Nunya, get over yourself. But when you left Facebook and a lot of us followed you onto YouTube from there, to bring the content over here that was being presented over there, I
Mhm.
think that what I've seen since then, so we'll say since July, which is only, we're about 4.5 months in right now. What I've seen, though, is when people are themselves and they share and they show in those vulnerable moments who they are, later on that vulnerable moment is used to tear them to
Absolutely.
shreds.
Yep.
And it is used against them. So while you and I may definitely be in a space where we're like, no, like, be yourself. If today's not a good day, fuck it.
Yeah.
Today's not a good day. If you're not okay, it's okay to say, I'm not okay. And we're going to be okay with you not being okay. Like, that's
Fuck
so many
yeah.
okays in one sentence. But if today's a great and amazing day for you, then okay, we're going to celebrate that too. Like, your truth is your truth. Your journey is your journey. And
Yep.
nobody ever should have the rights to tell you what that journey should look like. And that goes for every fucking content creator out there.
Yeah. And
Anybody
follower.
who comes on the internet and has the courage or the balls to tell their story, never, no matter who they are, even Molly, as much as I disdain her to the heavens and the hells, she has the right to tell her story. I mean, I wish
Yep.
she would tell it a little bit more honestly at times. Let's just be real. She lies a lot, so there's that. But every person has their journey and their story, and nobody has the right to tell them what that should look like or doesn't look like. And the thing that I think that's why I'm not a content creator, because I would fucking drag these bitches up and down that swear that they're these fucking keyboard gangster warriors, like fucking Xena warrior princess and shit, sitting at home getting drunk and high and all the popping
Yep.
pills and shit. No, thank you, ma'am. But anyways, in all of my sobriety, because I've never had an issue with that, thankfully, I'm grateful for that. But I would drag their asses up and down. But I would never drag them for their history or their past. I would drag them for being fucking dumbass, pathetic pieces of shits.
Yes.
Like,
Thank
that's
you.
what I would drag them for. I don't need to drag your history. Fuck your past. Anyways, I need to stop. Again, this is why Nunya
this is
doesn't
the
have a
truth.
fucking page.
But you know what's so funny? Because yesterday I was doing something and I was like raging. And instead of, doing something stupid or saying something stupid, I typed it to Nunya and Amethyst, and I was like, okay, this is what I feel like doing. And they were like, Nunya comes back in and thanks Amethyst, and she's like, thanks for talking her off of doing that. And I'm like, no, I was good this time. I was just watching. I was looking over the ledge to see who was going off of it next. I was good. But it's like that because there's times when you stand strong for something and firm for something, you don't have to use somebody's past and their trauma and shit to drag them. And you don't have to excuse bullshit either. Like, just because we choose not to drag somebody doesn't mean we're excusing their behavior, like, at all. We're just choosing to ignore that completely. Like, picking and choosing is really hard to do at times, but thankfully you guys help me stay on the right path with that too.
Well, and again, let's ask the chat.
It's hard.
Think of anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. You don't need to say who it is, right? Anybody on this platform right now recently that you've seen show what you would consider, now it doesn't mean it is one, but what you would consider a bad behavior, okay? So think of that person. Now, have you seen anybody else dragging, talking about, putting it out there about their disdain for that person's bad behavior? Whoever it is, please don't mention names. We don't need to go there. I'm just asking in general, if you've seen a person that you personally do not agree with their behaviors in general,
me.
Have you seen anybody, including me too? I'll include myself there, because I'm loud and say what the fuck I want to say. But have you seen anybody else talking about it? And I'm driving, so you'll have to read the chat because I don't want to stress people out thinking that I'm just like over here,
No, you're good. Hey, Makeup
streaming and
Monster.
driving and all that.
I stole a few of your mods. If you want a wrench, you can have one too. I conned them into taking wrenches over here. No,
people are, let me tell you, there is a vicious rumor mill here, right? And,
I know.
I feel like you've fangirled on Makeup Mobster at least 32 times in this live so far. So,
I did.
We're gonna have to find a new place for you to fangirl at
I
because
tell her
people
that
are gonna start rumors about,
I told you guys that the other day, and then I said, oh fuck, I just fucked her even further by saying that because every time.
Right. But their vagina messages are gonna go off and start vibrating.
There goes the vibrator.
Wants Makeup Mobster. Everybody spread that across the masses.
Nonsense said she would turn lesbian if she had to pick one of these guys. Here she is. She just said that because she wants Makeup Mobster now.
I heard her say it was Makeup Mobster. I heard it.
That's the fucking new rumors.
At least we can laugh about them now. That's the fun part. It wasn't always funny, but now it's funny as fuck. Anyways, can you see if anybody answered in the chat?
Bye, JJ. Oh shit,
Bye, JJ.
Kathy's live. I said I'd get off here. We'll finish this and then we'll get off here because people need to go support her. I'd love for people to drag her, but I won't start. Vaginas again. My vagina battery is dead. I told you. we're having a homance. My battery dies a while back. My vagina is barking. Must be a malfunction. Oh shit!
Oh my god, Nonsense! Did anybody see Nonsense live last week? All she did was talk about vagina. Like, what is going on with her now? Now Mocha's best friend is gonna be like, ew, I could never imagine. Can you guys even imagine having a stream about vaginas? Oh my god!
She said there's 18
so disgusting.
There's 18 vaginas. She was talking about 18 of our vaginas. Virginia, it would be.
Whose vagina looks like chicken skin? That's who they were talking about. The fuck? Oh my god.
They're all gonna be standing over their phones like I explained how the Was it yours? Who porn bombed her? Was it you? I'm not looking at all of them to tell you who it was. They forgot the question. Ask it again.
They're all going to be sending them in on the group chat. The one that is the attack mode group chat. That's the name of it, attack mode. Anyways, they're going to be sending in their pictures. It wasn't me. Nope, not me either.
Poor Navy and Keith. Keith said batteries for all for Christmas.
Oh my God. Poor, I'm so sorry,
Reese's
Navy and
pest
Keith.
control is needed for MGL's vagina. Roast beef.
Ugh,
Okay, they
I
want you to
can't.
ask the question again.
Okay, so the question is, think about somebody who has had a behavior on YouTube that you don't agree with, right? Doesn't make it right or wrong, just that you don't agree with. Okay. Have you seen anybody else talk about them and those behaviors because they don't like that person does those behaviors? The whole point of the question, we could just get to the point of the question while you guys answer. The whole point of the question is, what's the point of us talking about those behaviors when there's so many people already talking about it?
Yeah.
That it doesn't add value to your life to talk about that person's behavior at this point. So you just move on from it and you find fucking vaginas to talk about.
Yeah. A new vagina.
And you figure out how to get on the attack mode chain list. I want on that email chain.
She the one thing a Costco is good for batteries in bulk. Yes, Kara. That's where I get my battery. MGL needs a car battery. Morse code to the
Oh my
vajayjay.
God, not a car battery. I cannot. I mean, that will really wake somebody up, but I'm just saying.
It's
Wow.
Nunya. Makeup monster. It's Nunya.
Oh, Leona. Hey, girl.
Yeah, Navy, I agree with that too. Navy said sometimes we all touch different communities, so it's good for many to talk about bad behavior, but there is a point where you need to move on. I also think there's a point too when you're willing to call out bad behavior of one person, right? If that's within your content, like me, I call out MJL's bad behavior, but people got really mad at me because I didn't continue to call out the same things in Katie. I don't watch Katie. I don't cover any of the content. I will never cover reality TV stuff. So it's counterproductive. And in my head, it always makes sense to me because I don't even enjoy that type of content. So why would I cover it? It's nothing that's important to me.
And I think the other part of that was during that time, your focus was the Marvon situation.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what it was.
So you went with the content creator at that point in time, and still to this day, who is doing content regarding him that shouldn't be, and that shouldn't be lying on his family continually. So, I mean, that's why, I mean, now don't, please, we're
she cut out.
to curb as many rumors as possible. Nobody is saying that Katie Joy, for all you people who are like, Katie Joy, oh my God. Katie Joy is problematic AF.
Yeah.
And for anybody who hasn't seen it, there's a live out there where I've told her that to her face. So this is not me talking about her behind her back. Okay? She is problematic. But the only reason why she doesn't get discussed is because there's 72,000 fucking channels that already talk about her and break down every little thing that she does. Do we need any other anti-KJ,
that's the
channels? No.
That's a really interesting thing too about it. But, and she's problematic to like what we see, and other people like her. That's certain people's forte. They think it's great. Everybody has their own little thing. It just doesn't make sense. And that's why like she was a part of the beginning of the story. But then I didn't even go with a creator. I went with the story, and that story ended up with Justin, Molly, and Elle being because Katie got iced out. So, I mean, it just kind of takes on a life of its own, and you just kind of go that route. That's why, like, where we're headed, we have no idea really where we're going to end up. We have goals, but the biggest goal I have set for this channel is just trying to be a safe place that continues to stand for something, and it might change every day.
Ash said that Mokus had a good idea, but I can't scroll back enough
to
find the good idea. Mokus, can you re-put your good idea? I did put an idea earlier because we're I wouldn't say we're branching out, but I put an idea earlier that maybe for the new people, because we're newbies, and God bless the OGs who are willing to answer the thousands and thousands and thousands of questions that we had. Like Makeup Mobster did a history lesson, I think late last week, and it was amazing to hear the stories because they have a history. Like they all somehow, some way, they've all been interactive with other people in some way, whether it be positive or negative. They have those interactions, and so you get to hear people's stories, and I'm all for hearing people's stories. Anyways, but my idea was like doing a live where, like, we maybe you make like a community poll, and people can like put in the comments like who they would like to, a rating or a review, like almost like a rating label, maybe a warning label, depending on who the the creator is, and whatever, all of course based off of opinions. But a lot of times when we mention somebody's name, the OG people we do have in our comments, they'll be like, oh no, stay away from that person. Or they'll be like, oh my God, I love them so much. Like, they're so amazing. Like for me, I found Bridget just from watching somebody else's live and interacting, and like not interacting, seeing her on panel and fucking cracking up, right? But I would share that with anybody. If you like cussing and you want to fucking be entertained, all you got to do is hit her channel up once a day, and I guarantee you will laugh. You will absolutely laugh. Make it through the whole video, you will laugh. But
Lisa,
like that was my
Lisa,
idea.
We're not telling anybody to not like her at all. Like, that's not what we're saying at all. We're just saying, I was explaining why, like, for me, like, I was not, people wanted me to do certain, it's still like, there's people that think they run shit out here, and like, you all have to fall in line. Like, there's a pecking order.
And can we discuss the pecking order too?
Sure.
We did discuss the attack mode email chain, so we've got that down pat. However, there also, one of the things I've observed recently is there is a fight for baddest bitch position. And for those of you who may not know what the baddest bitch is, well, she's a bitch and she is the baddest, right? But currently there is actually like a rumble in the jungle for baddest bitch, and maybe I could do like I don't know. Anyways, and so I just was a little bit confused. Maybe those of you who are
shit, she cut up. She'll be back. She's still talking. Hold on, you're gonna have to repeat yourself.
Am I cutting out?
You just cut out, like the whole part of that you cut out.
I love that for me. Fucking love that for me. So I just
I was all excited.
Anyways, okay.
No,
Rumble in the jungle of the baddest bitches. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's like a whole Sprint commercial. Okay. Anyway, so back to the Rumble in the jungle. So back in about a month and a half ago, which is about 16 years in YouTube years. So Diane, I've always heard, has been like the OG kind of mother of the group-ish. She didn't rule the roost like that, but like she had some, spec on her name, like she carried some weight, and people respected her for being like the OG, right? Okay. Kind of like a lady named Tilly, who I've only seen in the comments, but I've heard a lot of great things about her. Anyways, okay, moving right along. So right now we've got this rumble in the jungle, right? And my question is this. So when it comes to a pecking order, right, is it like just fight it out to the level of cannibalism till we've eaten each other alive, and like, it's survival of the fittest at the end, whoever makes it out, now we all just listen to them and they make the rules? Are there any rules anymore? In the pecking order, does one who is not the baddest bitch get to make any of the rules? Is there ever a coming together at the table? Like, is there a board of directors of baddest bitches? Like those are my questions.
Who the frick votes and nominates the baddest bitch, though, to begin with? Because I'm telling you, some of these would definitely not be voted in.
Yeah, that's good too. I don't think it's a democracy. I think it's more like anarchy, really.
I think they self-appoint. I really feel they self-appoint.
You feel like it's self-appointed? Huh.
Yeah, and then silly little followers, because watch the followers that even follow in certain directions. They appointed Molly at one time. Like, so I don't really take their input very heavily. A lot of these people used to like her at some point in time.
So wait, okay. So is it not Okay, wait. Okay, I'm sorry. We're just talking out loud at this point. Okay, just join along or talk amongst yourselves in the comments. It's all good either way. We'll be done with this thought process in a moment. Okay. Okay. So is the power is it power to the people?
No.
Because it really what it seems like is where the
No. No.
subs go. That's where the power goes,
Yeah, you would
and
think.
that's what makes somebody the baddest bitch.
But no, in my opinion, no, because I'm telling you, I wouldn't want half of those subs that make these people think they're a bad bitch. Just being truthful, because they're messy and they get these creators caught up at times and things like that. So I think it gives them fuck. What do you guys think? But I gotta read you one of these comments right quick
Okay.
because I just
All right.
cracked up. What
Okay.
the actual fuck did I miss? I gotta find this flossing girl. Define baddest bitch. Mocha says it's not democracy. Makeup Monster says, I'll make this contest easy. I win. Contest over. FU Tragedy Pin says, sometimes
Well, I will
I think
say, you know what? I will give makeup in my opinion, in my very humble and small opinion. Okay, so I anyway. I will say that you definitely have the baddest bitch position if we're talking on in the logical community. If we're talking logical thought processes, you've got it on lock, in my opinion.
I can't agree with that because everybody's already going to talk shit about my obsession with Makeup Monster and how I have such a fangirl of her. Well, yeah, have you guys seen her compared to the rest of you? Like, she is the baddest bitch over here. Okay, FU Tragedy Pimp says, sometimes I just like to karate chop people and I say, I'm the baddest. Let's leave out the fact that I ran like a bitch. That's me, FU. I came out to smoke and my dogs came with me. Now they got to bark. Navy says, we need a bad bitch fight club. I'll sell tickets to the pay-per-view.
Well, the only problem with that is okay, so let me tell you. So FU Tragedy Pimps got into a fight with her patio the other day, and it turns out the patio lost.
Shit.
If you haven't seen that live, please go and watch it. It's quite hilarious. She even does like a ninja roll. Pretty hilarious. Anyways, but how would they virtually fight? Do you fight with your words then? Because it's like right hand to jaw. Like, is it like a video game? Like right hand to jaw, and then the other person is moves to the left to dodge right hand to jaw. I mean, how does that fight virtually work if we're not fighting in real life? I'm a lover, not a fighter, so I don't want to actually see a real fight club.
She says, Hope says, is there a baddest bitch competition in every community? I think there's ongoing nonstop within the same communities within like 15 different people. I don't know. It's all confusing.
Uh,
Mellow says, meet me at the park, bitch, to make a monster. You just have to thrust yourself into the ring and go for it. That's what it seems
Mellow
like.
One is another one I like in the comments too. She is definitely chill. Um,
I'm brand new to
yeah,
this chat
Hope.
tonight and
Maybe
just
that's what it is. I just have never seen it. I've come from communities before this, which I mean every community has drama, so that is what it is. But in the Facebook communities that I've been in, they have their own set of dramas, but it's very much so I've always been told and heard it said over and over that the internet is so big there's enough room for all of us,
hell yeah.
right? And so it's kind of over there, over where I came from, that's just not something I've seen. I mean, you know what, Hope, you know what the difference is those people actually promoted their pages. They organically grew their pages. They didn't take subs from other places. So
Yeah.
when you're fighting over the same 72 people over and over, and 72 is just a hypothetical number, there's not I have a list of 72 subs written down, just for the bushy Tessas who hang out in the bushes. But that's definitely maybe that's what it is they're all fighting for the same subs, so they've got to fight each other to win.
18 times 4 equals 72, by the way.
Shut the fuck up, are you serious? Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Fucking A. Oh God. Okay. Well, again, I promise that was not intentional. And nine is a number of 72 also. Okay, this is gonna get me. All right. Well, again, it just was a hypothetical number. Just that's all. Anyways.
Magenta, welcome. Welcome in.
Hey, Magenta.
We just talk over here a lot. I cover some random
Just hang
shit.
out.
I'm new to YouTube, so we're like the little fish out here swimming around. Well, some of us are considered sharks and that we run shit that we don't even run or know anything about. But so some of us are like guppies, that's me. Some of us are like sharks, but we're just swimming around in different ponds and finding our way against the fish hole.
Can I be a barracuda? Aren't barracudas
Yes.
like round?
I like that people think I'm a guppy.
Sorry.
If there's an OG, there should be a hottest mess. Yeah.
If
Really
there's an OG,
yes, I do.
the hottest mess OG, I kind of, well, I don't know. I've been watching a little bit more about Laura. I didn't know much about her before this.
I don't know shit about her.
I don't know if oh, is Mallory considered an OG to the OGs in the crew in the chat? If she is considered one, I would say I would vote her. If there had to be a vote, I'd vote her the hottest mess. If she's not considered an OG, then I'd have to go with Molly. I mean, just like she's like mess on mess on mess. Like Bounty couldn't even help her. There's just too much mess.
We just dove into a shitstorm tonight, like a total shitstorm. And people, that's the one thing. Usually when we're talking, we're specifically talking about like there's certain people we have in mind, and it's not who takes offense to it usually.
Yeah, like that's the funny thing when we're talking about specific people that we have in mind. None of them get it. They're all like, hey, not about me, even though it's about them. And then there's other people that it has nothing to do with. And then they're like, oh my God, she talked about me. No, who are you? We don't even know who you are. You know, somebody the other day, somebody sent me a message saying that somebody was accusing me of being in Vanilla Ice's chat the other day, right? And I was like, really? Well, send me screenshots then, because if I was there, I would love to know. But now, of course, because I'm a fucking nosy bitch, now you send me to Vanilla Ice so I can watch it, so that I can see who the fuck was acting like me. And then I read the comments and I'm like, yeah, no, not this time. Sorry.
Gosh, that's why I was like, what are people? We get accused of some wild stuff over here, but it's fun. I'm still waiting on receipts, by the way. Bitches,
oh God, please. There's no receipt that's coming. I don't even know why we air. I was gonna.
Go ahead.
I was trying not to say the name, right? And I was trying to say entertain, and I was gonna say Erica Tain. Yeah.
She can't. That's
yeah. Anyways.
I pity the fools that are entertaining that shit though at the end of the day. Like I get a good laugh out of it. It doesn't even offend me at this point. I get a good laugh out of it. I get offended for the people that she's actually hurting. She has no clue who I am. Let me be very clear on that. She has no clue who I am. I've never spoken to her a day in my life besides what I've already put out. So
oh Lord. Now poor Spoonie. Spoonie probably just caught up in the chat and is she may even be on the replay right now, just getting a handle on the names that have been thrown out there. And now we're going to be throwing her off to go get a new whiteboard with names.
Mellow One says, I taught MM everything she knows.
She taught what?
She taught MM everything she knows.
Good to know.
Loudest and cutest wins. Is there a logical community? There's like two in that community is my guess. MM would definitely be one of them. I agree with that. Well, out of the ones I've found, but I haven't ventured out far.
So I think that there are, so it's like, again, just my observations, right? So obviously, like you got the baddest bitch, you know, MM, who is the highest of the logicals. Like she doesn't just go along with the crowd, like, and she can logically sit back and and deduct things, you know. And then there's like the common core logical people, you know. And those people, bless their hearts, they're like part-time logical, you know. And I don't want to, because some people are going to think that I'm talking about them, so I'm not going to name any names. But then there's like part-time logical people, and those people, like, sometimes they get it and they hold on to it, and then sometimes it just slipped their mind today that they were logical and they are not. So that's been my observation. The logical community definitely has, somebody
No.
told me a long time ago, common sense is not that common.
No, definitely not out here. No. I'm not going to fight with you two people. That's how I feel too at the end of the day. I'm like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day. And here's the thing, like, you guys have seen it, the ones that have been here, if you're new, and we've talked about this a lot, like, they are so hell-bent on finding out my identity. And it's just so weird because even when they do find out my identity, like, it doesn't change anything at the end of the day. It really doesn't change anything besides you guys will see a face and know that, I am who I am. It kind of like there's nothing that really changes from that point. So I don't know what people are winning. Like, what is this prize of having all of this information about people to
Oh,
like,
God.
where
Oh, God.
who's awarding prizes
Please
out
stop while
here
you're
too?
ahead. Listen.
No.
Listen. Look, okay.
Where's the
Okay. All
prize?
right. Okay. Listen, listen. Oh, my Lanta.
No, where's the prize though? And I'm talking about specifically, like, what do they
Nonsense.
win by that?
Nonsense.
It is nonsense.
No, it is. It's very nonsensical, as a matter of fact.
It
Very
is.
nonsensical.
That's exactly why, like,
that is not a subject I can hold
no,
my
we're
tongue
not
on at
talking
this
about it
time,
further.
so
You're
I
good.
will be quiet about it. I
No,
don't
you're
know.
good.
Everybody is always winning, but there's never a prize.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's what I will say. Everybody is always winning. Everybody claims victory all the fucking time, but I'm not sure what prize they've ever won. I haven't seen, maybe I do know, I personally, I like Jenny Jen a lot. I like her page a lot. I don't do the Michelle content, but outside of that, I love being over there in the troll class, and they did a mod class last week. That was fun. But I will say I am interested to see if maybe she has her awards. I think they're troll awards coming up. But when her troll awards come out, I'm thinking maybe that's what they win. Like, maybe that's the prize people are going for. I'm not really sure if there is a prize. I have no clue at all. I don't know where the prize is. Just like I don't know where the attack, the attack chain email goes out, the vibrating vaginas. Like, there's just so many questions that we have right now. Maybe we need to do a whole question live. Like, where do these people get their instructions?
What I'm talking,
I don't know.
I think you misunderstood what I was saying though about like the prize thing. Like, Michelle even does it. Like, they talk about, Molly does it. Like, having this information on somebody isn't winning anything. Like, having somebody's personal information doesn't do anything for me. Like, as a creator, it doesn't feel good holding on to stuff, or like knowing sometime if this person does X, Y, like, that doesn't make you feel good as a person, if that makes sense.
Oh, Miss Leah said the troll awards are every year. I'm sorry. I thought that they were new. I guess I'm a newbie, so I retract my statement. It is not a new prize or new award. So
and
maybe that's not what it is. I don't know.
I'm talking about, like, Molly holds it over people's head, this information and stuff, like they're winning something with having this information, and it's something that I've seen other people do quite often, and that's what's confusing to me is like, what does that do? It doesn't do anything.
I think that comes from the baddest bitch competition.
Yeah,
maybe how every competition has, like, I don't fucking know, like, there's competitions that have, like, you go do axe throwing, and then you go over here and you do like some fucking mini golf, and then the next task that you do is this, and whoever wins in the end is the champion, but maybe digging up dirt is one of the tasks to be the baddest bitch. Maybe one of the tasks is to completely be able to tear somebody to shreds about their personal lives. That could be a task too. Like maybe that's part of the competition. We've never been invited or interested in joining the competition for that. So that may be why we just don't know. Like maybe there
We
was
just
a,
don't get it.
maybe again, maybe in the attack mode chain emails,
Oh,
maybe there was an actual memo that went out that showed, you know how they give out flyers when your kids do like a track meet or something and they're gonna run a fucking triathlon. There you go, triathlon or whatever. Like it shows what the different events are. That's what I was trying to say, not tasks, but events. Maybe that's what it is. You just didn't get the memo for that. That's why you don't know.
Jimmy got what I was saying. I always thought that was weird. You have someone's info and then what? Like that's exactly kind of what I just don't. It's not winning to me. It seems like they like to say their work solved the question. It's a competition apparently. But this is most of people's hobbies. It's not a job for 99. And most of these people that are even like creators in the area over here aren't making like big incomes off of it. Well, maybe they are making big, I don't know. But it just seems to be like a really hefty competition for a hobby. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Ash spirit animal vibes activate. Thank you. B Ferg said, could you
Yep.
picture Molly Tamale throwing an axe?
Hot
No,
dog
no,
kissing on everyone else.
because Molly found going outside of a house and screaming and standing on the side of a street as extremely the most exercise she had done in a year and a half. So, no, B Fergs, throwing an axe may be a little bit overwhelming for her physical condition. And, not knocking, I by far do not body shame anybody. So, more power to any, whether you are a pole or an Oompa Loompa. We're good with all kinds, totally fine with everything. But no, I couldn't foresee her being in the physical condition to be able to do that.
Beefworks, that's me. Like I can't. Like it just is so annoying to me. Like it is just I can't do it. Period. Like that. And when I've said that all along, that's why I've kept my nose out of it because I cannot do it. There's nothing in it for me. It's crazy. Hey, Melissa. Molly's got some stumpy arms.
People that never left 2020. I
That's
can't.
with that jacket too. No, it's just there's so much weirdness. And I will say I've seen a lot of it. That's why I also try to get the group from Facebook, and I will say this to people who like don't understand the whole Facebook thing. The people that were deep into the CMC stuff, that some of them that have came over here, those were the people I started my page about because they need
Yeah.
exposed because they're just as bad as she is, if not worse. A lot of these people are now in these communities. I know many of them. That's why I said the exposures off this will take 5 years because so many of them created havoc over there and now they've came under here under alt to do the same fuck shit. So I see, especially when you OGs are saying like some of these Facebook, I get it. Trust me. That's why what I built my page to do was expose the scum that was supposedly exposing the scum. That's what my whole point of my Facebook page was intended for.
Yeah.
Exposing the scum that claims to expose everyone who is just as bad of a dry beggars and scammers. Like, and these are very specific people. This isn't a broad, like when people think we're talking about, no, like these are things that a lot of times I'm referencing stuff Molly herself has said, or Elle, or Justin. Those are I've listened to them way too often, unfortunately. Yes, Jenny, I agree. Molly's going to do it to the wrong one day, F around and find out. I really agree with that. But I think, look at the crossover. How does Ski Mask Andy, how did that connect? Does anybody know? I know Michelle talked to him, but who did Michelle just stumble upon him? Is that how that
Well,
connected?
you already know let me tell you, don't get mad when your chat automatically shoots up to 600 people because you
No.
mentioned a name that everybody loves to hate right now. But I'll give you a
Okay.
very brief recap so we can move on from that subject because we don't even get down on that. Thank you. Well, and again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your page. Let me give the disclaimer. I
Okay.
understand and respect that it's your page. I'm just trying to protect both of us from the smoke that neither one of us fucking wants at this point in time. So
No, it's just
there's
a
that.
question though, because
Okay. Yeah.
that's a
So
totally different community.
allegedly, I don't know if it's true or not. She says she was threatened by
Oh,
I don't
that's
fucking
right.
know,
Never mind. I
the
already know.
mob squad, that's what we'll call them, but the
Yes,
mob squad,
I remember now.
and with them being with the community he used to be associated with, that they were going to use him and his community to attack her physically in real life.
Okay,
So
she
then
went and
she
sought him out.
found him and she
Okay.
went to him, and she says, again, who the fuck knows, because I only watch clip channels, and even then I don't even watch those ones, wholeheartedly. But then allegedly it goes from there into she, talks to him, and I don't know, they've broken up and they've gotten back together, and they've broken up and they've gotten back together as friends, about a million times in less than 24 hours. So who
No,
cares?
I just wanted to know
But
the community that crossed over there, because that's a huge conflict out here, is the crossing
yeah, so
community.
somebody, again, I haven't, that's when I haven't dove in it. The community that it comes from is like in real life dangerous. They do very, in my opinion, piece of shit things. And going to Papa's. You say you need to go to Papa's? Oh, okay. All right. I'll turn around. They do real like piece of shit things, and it's just way too real life for my personal liking.
I
I like my family and I like my job and I like all of those things, and I have those things to protect. So I'm just not with that. So I have not chosen to dive too far into it, because from what I have researched about that community, they are very, very like drive across country and knock on your door and kick in your door and shit like that. So that, again, I'm just saying what my opinion is. So I haven't even gone there, anyways.
I forgot about that whole connection. They brought it up in the chat one time previous to about that community. That's my main question though about all of this stuff is, how have these communities formed? And like people that come to YouTube, how are you finding, like, make a mobster for instance, like for you, I'm assuming you found the drama community, kind of sat back and watched, and then became a creator? Or did you become a creator and then just kind of start talking and people found you,
Mhm.
and then you just kind of evolved into a community? I'm
That's a
confused
good
on
question.
how these communities form. Like, how do these community, that's what I'm asking, is like the foundation of this shit. How are these communities formed? And why is there not, like, why isn't there more
Well,
independent people that
well,
don't?
to be honest, what I've seen just in observing over the last, I think I'm going to say the last month of just watching some of the OGs and things like that, I actually think, um, I don't know where I got the Mob Squad from. Honestly, Makeup Mobster, it's not from you for sure. It's not you, but there is a small group of people that I think they are breaking out to make their own community. Like that's what happens. Is uh, what I've seen thus far is, the drama community is these people right here. And it doesn't mean that people can't come in the circle, but there is a certain level of respect had for the OGs in that circle. And it's almost like if you can't respect the OGs, it's just like in the hood to me, but it's like if you can't respect the OGs, then okay, go do your own thing then. Like, be over there kind of a thing, right? And I'm just saying my observations. That's it. I could totally fucking be wrong. So calm down, bushy Tessas. Um, but I think that's how a new community then forms. And slowly but surely, the behavior of that community dictates what their name is.
Oh, that's
So,
right. Okay, she was a she did, that's right. You did true crime, then found MGL. Me, Diane, Laura, Hello Starlight, etc. Made the community basically. Okay, so that's, so you guys kind of all formed off of, you were doing another type of content even in the true crime community, and then you guys kind of found a common goal and interest and kind of broke off and made your own. That makes sense. I That's been confusing to me, the whole, like, because I I don't consider myself a part of the drama community at all. I like you out of the drama community, and I think there's maybe a couple others that I follow from that community, but it's because of like the Molly content, of course, that I found you. And then other people that I've had, I guess, interaction with have gone to that community or are part of that. I guess maybe the crossover of following is why it feels like at times people try to lump me in over there. But I just don't understand, like, and this is just me in general. I don't understand the whole YouTube community things and how they form and how they break off and how people, like, what's dictates acceptance into these, because I think there's communities that people don't want to be accepted into also. There's a lot more. What exactly is the drama community? You never did true crime. You just followed true crime. Okay. Oh, makeup related and DIY. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, that's good to know. You definitely you put someone on your list that I'm definitely interested in learning more about. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I'll have to come, like history lesson course 2 when that one comes out. Let me know, because I've got questions for sure.
Oh,
I'm
I just see
learning.
what she said. Yeah, there's so many, you know, so many more names than I do because I just don't. There's so many people, and then there seems like there's splits within communities. Like there seems to be big splits within communities, and so I always get super confused by who's who, what's what, who falls under what group or
Yeah.
what leader, I guess I should say. Like I don't know if they're like leaders kind of thing. It seems that way.
So somebody said, what exactly is the drama community? So there is this community out there, Angry Little Gnome, and it's these women. And I'm just going to be honest. This is my honest critique. I'm sorry if it offends anyone or upsets anyone. Okay, I'm going to be me and you be you, all right? And we'll just let it go from there. Um, they all talk about each other. A lot of them spend most of their day talking about each other. And then when one person talks about another person, then they've got to respond to that person's allegations. That is my observation. However, on the flip side of that, I will say I have seen the community, especially during this holiday time, doing a lot of great things for communities, and for children and different families. So I have seen a lot of pages have something going like that. And again, it's not a specific diss to anybody. That's just my observation of what you will find if you go on these pages. Now, there are some pages who are like, like if you're in the center of the drama, odds are all you're doing is talking about somebody or being talked about. That's one of it. If you're on the outline, so there's the outskirts of the drama community, right? Like, the outskirts of town, it's kind of like that. But the outskirts people are, for the most part, they've got some other content to talk about outside of those people. And so you'll find that their lives will be somewhat about people, going over people, giving commentary on people, and whatever is going on in their lives. Like I know I would say Makeup Mobster is probably on the outskirts of it, only because she does talk about people sometimes, but like she tells about her son and hockey and the places that they're having to travel to and about her life, and she shares those kinds of things with her audience. So and like she's her craft that she did yesterday and stuff like that. So I think there is some people who are on the outskirts of it, but if you're in the drama community, then odds are your lives are about somebody else's community. That's just
Sorry, I had to step away for a minute. My grocery.
that's okay. If you need
No,
to hang up, we can hang up. I'm okay.
it's just really interesting. All of like the foundation. She said there's the drama community, true crime,
Yes.
and Voight. Is that the 3 main communities across YouTube?
Oh, no, it
There
is
has
not.
to be
It is.
some
It is
more.
3. No, that is 3. No, it's true crime, drama, crama, and Boyd.
But is that
Because there's
the
some
only
channels that
4?
like to call themselves true crimes, but they're not. They like to dibble it. They dibble in crime, and they dabble in drama. So I call them drama, but so they are that's whoever listed that listed 4 communities in this little tiny corner of YouTube.
That's crazy. I think girls.
Miss Leah put something really nice, and I wanted to read it because it's important. The drama community raised money for me to move into a place when I was in a bad situation and help with Christmas that year. It was amazing, but they did come together for me. And I do think, and that's what I'm seeing happening right now is there's a couple of people who are coming together right now to help out some people. And I think that's amazing. Oh, Queen Bella said it's hard for me when they use first names. You have no clue who they are talking about. I think that's why, and I'm not trying to be funny. I think that's why you need a newbie class. Truly, like, so, and you know, and the OGs, like, God bless their hearts, they're always talking about the newbies, not like in a terrible way, but they're like, oh my God, you damn newbies, you just don't ever know anything when you ask, you know, and you're like, well, shit, how will I ever learn if nobody ever teaches me, you know? But I do like there are a lot of OGs who will absolutely, you ask, who the hell is Laura? Ask it in a chat, and you'll be like, oh, perplex QT or Laura, you know, whatever, but they will answer you. Some of them will, just maybe not the creators.
That makes more sense now. Absolutely makes more sense why a
Yeah.
lot of people think I'm trying to get into the drama community too, because I like Makeup Mobster and I like associate over there and I talk about that. So that's probably why a lot of people think I'm, you know, trying to make my way into that community. When in reality, I love her drama. I don't like drama myself for myself, but which I can see that. It's interesting to me because I find myself in weird rabbit holes of like the swinging community. Like I said, the kink. Somehow I found some kink community on YouTube. And I didn't go looking. These just came up because of other things I've watched,
Oh,
obviously. And they have some drama within those communities too. So that's why I get so confused about the whole like community thing because there's millions of YouTube creators.
yeah.
Thousands, maybe there's not millions. There seems like there's millions. So there's all these different communities.
Sorry.
So how do they venture into?
I was trying to ignore the call.
There's a lot of true crime community people that have nothing to do with the drama stuff, I would assume too. I don't know. It's weird. I found myself into some kink shit.
A little way to talk to other in some kinky shit. What community did you end up in?
I don't even know, but I'll send you the link.
Oh,
it's
thank
pretty
you.
Interesting shit. I think it's because
I'm here for it.
We probably talked about vaginas last time we were on here too when we got turned on.
See you tomorrow. Look at Commander.
Oh, Makeup Officer. I think there's
I changed my name because some OG said to not use your name. Rookie mistake? No. I 100% like obviously, I mean, I know this is probably going to be a shocker to everybody. My name is actually not Nunya. Okay. All right. It is not my government name in case you guys didn't know that. But yeah, I'm completely with having an alt. There are some people who are like, you hide behind the screen. You don't show your face. What the fuck does my face have to do with my words? My words stay the same. The only difference is I got resting bitch face. So it'll come with resting bitch face. And I can't hide when I need to say something. So trust me, you want me behind this screen. Thank you. But yeah, that I would 100%. I am absolutely positively with having a screen name and not your real name.
Yeah, me too. I'm all for being anonymous. Like that's why. Yeah, thank you guys for answering our questions too and like helping us walk through this. Like we're not trying to start shit with anybody. We literally have questions about foundations of stuff. Like if I have never talked about you, I don't have anything to do with you.
Like, Ash wants to know, was it a wide brim hat variety of kink?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think there's subcultures of every community. Yes, LG. I would 100%.
Hey, Nikki. You know, and here's the thing, like, I'm not ashamed to show my face eventually. Right now, like, I'm not hiding.
Patio killers.
I have a face for radio. Like, it's just what it is. But I didn't come on here. I didn't anticipate to be here this long. Like, that's legit the truth. I never ever saw what was happening going the direction it did. Never once in my wildest dreams did I think that this would happen the way it has, or that I would still be here with a YouTube channel. And, like I said, I'm a tiny little speck of a channel, but I just hit 200K views the other day and about fell over. I was like, holy shit, I came over here for 10 people to hear me tell the truth about something. And there's this many people. And it's blows my mind to me, like all of the different ways of YouTube and what people use it for. It's just crazy. There's some who shouldn't show their face.
Shit, do you listen? Well,
That's
there's the OG drama been here 5 years plus, then the OG 2.0 that started in 2018 with the CW case nonsense. Look at Mellow One dropping all the statistics and shit. She
Mellow
got
One's
the
smart.
established in 2018 scribbled on her page. Good for you. I'm here for all that information.
Mellow One's smart. Notorious
Oh,
Ash.
yep,
See,
I
and
saw that weird the other day.
that's what I keep saying. Oh, I have to hear myself. That's what I keep saying. Oh, my dog's gonna bark. Oh, hold on.
A face for radio.
I say that all.
Yeah.
That's it's crazy, and it's unfortunate because I see a lot of people out here as themselves, and they seem to be so much freer. Like they don't give a shit. They have been through all of that, they've already gone that. And they just seem to be able to be themselves. Like I don't know if being behind a screen the entire time you're on YouTube would eventually get boring. I'm assuming it does.
I have 2 questions real quick. So number 1, Ash, when did you come here into this community? That's number 1, because somebody just said except for Ash. And then number 2, are you going to put out a memo tonight about our party tomorrow, or do you want to make that memo tomorrow? I want to make sure everybody's vaginas vibrate so that they know to come to the party.
You're gonna, oh God, we're gonna be
Poor
playing.
Keith. Look at from now on, Keith and Navy. Just know you have an hypothetical vagina. Okay, it too will vibrate with the messages so that you get the memo.
Has burnt toast always just been burnt toast, Makeup Mobster? Is that what everybody knows her as? I'm sure some of you guys know her like identity and stuff like that, which because you guys
Bye,
became
angry little gnome.
I love
See you
burnt
later.
toast. Like I don't even know some of these creators if they've ever came out as themselves, if they've ever showed face, because that doesn't matter to me. I like her content. She's super smart.
I like
Burnt
her.
toast. I like burnt toast a lot.
It's all CW's fault. Who's CW? Oh, Chris. Okay.
Yes, everybody agrees on burnt. See, a lot of people in here will agree on the same channels. Oh, Makeup Mobster says Notorious Ash is the historian, mayor, treasurer, etc.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Burnt toast has always been burnt toast. Okay, I like that though.
Ash, do you ever go on panels? Are you I've been accused of being a panel hopper, so there's that. But do you ever go on panels? Because I would love to actually like see you and Makeup Mobster on a panel together. I mean, you guys may hate each other, so I'm sorry if I'm asking and I don't even know these kind of, historical facts or anything like that. But, I would love to see the two of you on a panel just talking history of the community. That would be. And Mellow One, because Mellow One has all the written down dates of when people came around. So there's that too. We need that information too.
There's a Lowell's Cow community. What's a Lowell's Cow, and what's the Lowell's Cow community? And that's where burnt. See, I'm so fucking.
I come from the Lowell's Cow community. What is that?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
And where do we go?
Is that like LOLs?
How do we come over there? Can we come find you?
Well, you're from a farm. Is that a different kind of cow?
I like farms. For the boys, we have the cock rings.
For boys. Who said that?
Oh, S&D.
Yes. Okay. They probably would prefer that, pager, vibrator, whatever one you want. Okay, got it. Just in case I'm super lost. Are you Nicolina 777? Well, I'm going to answer for myself in case you're asking me. I don't even know who that is. So I'm
What?
going to say no, it's definitely not me.
Who asked you that? Wait, what?
Band-Aid of Memories?
No, nobody over here even knows who the hell is that?
Is that the same Nicolina that's with General Awareness?
Navy says locals are the cringy, creepy motherfuckers. What?
Molly is a lulz cow? This is going to
Hell,
take forever. Ay, caramba. Exactly, Commander. We just keep going deeper and deeper in. I don't think me and Ash have
oh,
ever been on a panel together in all these years. Wow. Look at here comes Mello with the numbers again. 2015. Shit, I just lost it. 2015 to 2016 something she said.
hold on, I'm finding it. 2015, 2016 for the clerk, aka Ash 274. Okay.
Ah.
Jenny for
Okay.
Christ. What? Who's Relevation?
Mellow, I'm going to go back through on my whiteboard and I'm going to write down all these facts you
No,
keep
the
putting down.
hell
I
you're
seen you
not.
said when it was established. I'm going to go put it on my whiteboard because I like to know those things like that. I mean, I'm no history buff, but like,
You're not putting some of these names on there. Candy for
why?
Christ does not get to go on there. They said do not even. Commander just said, and I already said it out loud, but Commander said do not even never utter the words Shanny, and I already did it, so I'm fucked. Don't you dare go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Okay, so
Okay,
we're okay.
yes.
We're away
Keep
from
it off
that.
the list.
I don't think we have. Ain't that some shit? See, look at Nunya bringing together the OGs to do to have an experience that's never happened. Now listen, when that panel
Yeah.
happens, I want you to say this panel is brought to you by Nunya. That's all I ask.
Make a monster. Make a mobster says basically a lolcow is anyone who acts messy on the internet. The lolcow community basically does commentary on messy people on the internet.
Oh God, maybe that's a community we belong in.
That's where we belong.
Shit. We
What
had
the
no
fuck?
clue. We've been trying
I'm
to
a
find a community
lolcow.
this whole time.
I'm even the daughter of a dairy farmer. I can milk those bitches all day long. Won't be the first time I've played with some udders. Oh Lord, where are we headed tonight?
General, where is? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is the gentleman? I didn't chat until 2017. Been stuck since. Yeah, I'm.
Brittany's on
Shanny is a
a
no for all of them.
Brittany's learning what
Learning
this.
so much tonight, right, Brittany? Me too.
Yeah, I love this. We
It's a
have no
low cow
idea.
community, basically. LOL. Plenty of low cow. Listen.
Navy, that's where I belong. I'm the what the fuck of you. I say what the fuck every day when I come on YouTube. What the fuck? I feel like that's where we belong. Pinch and squeeze.
Are these
What's that
all
mean?
communities? Yes, Ham, I believe that's how, if I'm saying it correctly. Sorry if I'm not.
Oh,
Yeah, these are all the communities that we're talking about. Like they're all, and the crazy part is every community links to another community through one or more people. Imagine, well, never mind. Go ahead.
oh shit.
Pinch and squeeze. What?
No, that's not a good group. They e-bag also. No, they grift. Y'all don't belong. Nonsense. We're told not go down
Shit,
that.
Nonsense got kids. Her kids need a Christmas too. Why not?
Can you imagine everyone? Imagine giving a
Oh my
comprehensive
God, the
list. Oh
fucking
my God.
uproar. You're not monetized and you insist on not being monetized, especially because your content started on for a
Yep.
specific reason.
Yeah.
But like, could you imagine if you fucking, oh my God, where's Amethyst? Amethyst wanted us to do a skit today. Swear to God, we should do a pre-recorded
Oh my God.
live of us fake e-bagging. Oh
Everybody
my
would.
God.
We'd break the fucking internet and give them content.
Oh my God.
Here. There's
We
certain
could go
ones that
viral, bitches.
there's people begging the e-beggars to expose me right now.
Oh, Navy, don't say that name. We don't fuck with that name. Okay, thank you. All right, thanks. We don't need him nowhere near our fucking inboxes. We're good, thanks.
Oh, So the locales are the ones they
Oh,
expose. We don't want to be the locale. We want to be the ones exposing the Okay.
look,
I got
wait. Freedom Believer said pinch and squeeze earlier, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like the cock rings, the vaginas? Like, what the hell? What part of this video is he in, right? So, or she, I'm sorry, them. Anyway, so he said pinch and squeeze, milking cows, and I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. Thanks.
Oh
I
my
didn't know
God.
what I mean. I didn't know if he was like back on, Commander's BDSM part or community or what was going on. I was lost.
This is insanity. I can't believe how much. See, there's another community. That's what I'm so, pinch and squeeze. Yep. This is insanity.
We would need flowcharts and powers. I swear to God, I keep saying I'm going to create one. Like in my everyday life, I do a lot in Microsoft products, and I'm very good at it. And I need to like sit down and I mean, YouTube is not obviously my job, and they don't pay me to do shit ever. Apparently, apparently they're giving out checks somewhere, but I just haven't gotten one anywhere I'm at. Um, but I so want, like, if in my head there is a flow chart and a graph of it, and if you could see what it looks like on paper, like it'd be fucking crazy. It would look like a spider web. That's really what it reminds me of, is a fucking spider web, because everywhere touches everywhere in some which what way. It's crazy. Anyways, a historical tour is due. Yeah, I agree.
Yes. I would love that.
Fuck, it sounds
Yeah,
big. Do you have to join the community?
I'm here for that.
No, no, you just show up. You show up. And here's the thing. Now here's the bad thing. If you don't now it depends on the community that you go to, right? So there's some communities where when you first show up, you're going to get a side eye, right? You start chatting, start being friendly, they're going to be like, "Who is this? That's not their name. Who are they?" Right?
Yeah.
But once you keep showing up and you're consistent, like a lot of people, like the other day I was in somebody else's live, and one of the creators gave me their seal of approval. So since I had their seal of approval, I got this other person's seal of approval, right? And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, they don't even freaking know me, but they gave me their seal of approval. Obviously I'm not a bad person, so there's that too. But
Well, you fucking
yeah, so
lost that tonight.
you
Being
just
over
hang
here.
out. Well, I mean, honestly, they all know I come from here, and they know, like, Amethyst and Nonsense are my real life friends. They know my real life ins and outs, and I know theirs, and so they know I'll ride hard. But I have publicly denounced some of the crazy shit you have done.
Yep.
When you're being crazy, you're being crazy. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat that for anybody, but I welcome everybody to have their own fucking opinions. Nobody
That's
has to
right.
just agree with me.
But that's the other thing too, is like that's where we differ. Like fuck.
Oh, no worries. Band-aid of memories, you're good. We just, honestly, what you may not know, I'm not sure if you've been here before, but Nonsense is accused every day of being somebody different. And I've been
Oh,
accused of being a 50-year-old white lady from Florida.
I don't know
And
what that means.
I'm not. So there's that. But so we
Say
really,
it
we
again.
laugh.
Hold
We
on.
just like to add names to the list. Sorry.
Sorry, I don't know why that went away again, where the names aren't on the. Oh, hold on. I just did that
Do you have
wrong.
a comment pin, maybe?
I want the overlay.
Oh, hey, more than enough.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I like her too. Or them.
Names.
That's the only thing. I wish there was like a, I mean, people are gender fluid and all that, whatever. Okay, fine. But
Oh,
like, I
there it
wish there
goes.
was a way to know, like I don't know if Mocus, I don't know what Mocus identifies as, if it's female or male. I don't know what Revival is, female or male, whatever. Again, non-binary, if that's your thing, it's all good. But sometimes I wish, so that like when so you can use the right pronouns, because I feel bad, like if I'm calling Revival a her, and really Revival's a he, then I'll feel bad later on.
Miss Lee, I feel like that is very true, but at the same time, like some of you go to a lot, like you guys have a lot of home bases where you're like, you guys, there's
Yes.
a lot of you that are consistent across the board with every chat you go in, you're the same exact way. Like there's a lot of you that can sit back and watch.
Oh.
You guys are always the same. So it just feels, I don't know. Yeah, see, we don't even talk about that. We don't even talk about
I
identity.
disagree. I actually disagree with that. I think Miss Leah is right. There, the people who I have seen, chatters or not, right? They have a home base, and the way you can determine somebody's home base, and I promise you're gonna fall out laughing. If you are live right now, okay, no joke, and Makeup Mobster fires up a live, a lot of this
Oh
chat is gonna
yeah.
leave and go to Makeup Mobster, right? Okay, and
Heck
I'm
yeah.
not just saying, like, let's say you are on live and I'm a content creator and I go live. If your audience leaves you and they end up over there, that's their home base.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I can see that
Your home
being
base
that
is
way.
where, like, I would leave most people's chat, I would leave to come here if you were live.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess I just don't have a home. Well,
Well, you don't have a home. I mean, let's just
I
keep it
am
real.
homeless.
Yeah, you are homeless as far as, as far as home base goes. You don't
Yeah.
have a home base. You're not even playing baseball. You keep trying
No,
to play
I don't
soccer on
play.
their baseball field and they don't understand what's going on.
I it's because I coach soccer. Like
That
there's
was not
that.
intentional at all.
But that's the
Listen,
truth.
you're putting out details of yourself. I did not put that out there.
No, it's okay. I don't care. Like that's the thing. Like fuck. But that's I don't play with balls. I play with
Thank you, Mocus. I
bigger
seen
balls.
that.
You're the house. See, nonce or Mocus, it's so weird
You don't
because
play with balls. You play with bigger balls.
yeah, soccer balls, not softballs. I was gonna say something else and then I just went train of thought completely off. I think there's a lot of people that came from multiple different communities and communities that they've been a part of too are feeling turned upside down possibly because of a lot of the newbies from Facebook. I can see that. There is a lot of shit happening because of a lot of people that have came from Facebook, and I will give them that every day of the week. Like these people are problematic as fuck. So I think there's a lot of people that don't really necessarily have a home right now and are kind of trying to figure out where their home is too.
They
Maybe.
want to go where everybody knows their name.
Yeah, true. There's a lot of people that like to be noticed in chats.
I mean, who doesn't though? Like, I mean,
I
now don't get me wrong. We're not talking about the emotional vampires, but if you came in here and Nonsense never read your comments, everybody in the comments never acknowledged that you had said something funny or truthful or like what that happened. Like, if nobody ever talked to you, would you really want to be here?
I
Maybe it's
I'm
just me
so
because
weird
I
about
sure
this
the fuck
shit.
wouldn't hang out. When I go in lives, if people don't talk to me, not like I'm not no emotional vampire either, but like if I say something funny and people in the comments are, like just talking amongst themselves, like that's all they can see is each other, yeah, I'm out.
See, I'm weird about that shit. I'm just weird about that shit. I don't like that. I feel bad when I go into a chat and everybody says hi to me. That's why I only go into a few people's and then like I try to say hi back to everybody. I
Well,
maybe it's different because I had such a different
but you're a creator though.
train of thought, but
So
I'm not really. I
well, you create content. Let's not,
I
sugarcoat. You
know.
create content. So you
It's
are a
true.
creator. So when people come in, they see a creator and they're like, "Oh my gosh, hey, it's you," if I come in like today, that's well, never mind. But like if I come in, yeah, maybe 5 people say hello to me, but like, "Hey everybody, okay, keep it moving, let's keep it focused kind of on the creator at that point." But yeah, I get what you say. You don't want to distract from that
Yeah.
creator whose live you're in at all, but I think you can interact without that. Hold on. I needed to acknowledge B Ferks said, hold on, it's further up now, but I was cutting out. So B Ferg said, I'm the same asshole everywhere I go. But
Yeah.
yeah, I consider MM home base. West side. That's
Yeah.
right, B Fergs. Got my dubs in the air for you.
I think MM is a lot of people's home base, to be honest. Like she's very I think there's a lot of trust built with her. I think that's what there's a lot of
We
respect and trust in her chat with her mods and everybody too.
I don't care. I
And you're
just hope to connect with people on the same level. Yeah, that's me too, Mocus. Yeah, that would make you feel invisible. Yes, Exactly. I like when I see pretty much the same people in chat. Yeah, I do like that as well. I like to meet new people too, so that's different. Some chats I watch for a bit to feel them out. I'm more likely to chat if I see familiar people. That's interesting. See, and I'm more likely to chat if I don't know the people because I want to know the people.
Nikki, I
But
hate you.
interesting.
I feel rude if I don't say, like, and usually in the mornings I try to say hi as I'm getting in the car to drive, and then people say hi to me and I'm like, oh shit, I missed a bunch of people, but I can't talk and like I always feel bad when I do that. I feel bad all the time about people's feelings.
Go ask Alice. That's right.
Aw, thank you. See, and that's the
I
thing.
can
Is
be
I
in a
just want
chat, then have to get up 1,000 times during. Wait, what? I can be in a chat, then have to get up 1,000 times during the week. Maybe I missed a different comment. I don't understand that one.
Queen Bella, and see, I think that's why I really like the fact that I started off not monetized, and I'm not monetizing right now. I will eventually down the road. I will at least put ads on my videos or whatever, but I'm just not mentally there yet. But I see that happen a lot with the creators that they only pay attention to, and I've never turned my chat on subs only ever. Not as I don't know how, but I've never done that. I've never told the chat, but I've never even
Well, I
thought
don't
about
think you
doing that.
can though, because like if you're not monetized. Oh, but subs only.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you can. I can turn it on subs
yeah.
only. So then,
I just thought about it. I was
yeah,
thinking members only, but
no, you can turn it on subs only. So then they have to all sub for X amount of time before they
yeah.
can
But where's the
comment.
fun in that? Then we don't get no trolls. We don't get to meet new people.
I find that to be shitty because I like to go lurk and hang out a few times before I decide if they're worth a
Yeah.
sub or not. Like that's how I personally feel. So why would I want people to, only my subs? Oh, only if you hit that like button. What the frick? And then half the time they block those people anyways. Like what the fuck? I just don't like that shit.
Oh, we know, Ash. We know what your hyper focused looks like in the comments. For sure. Well, we may not know. I know. I'll speak for myself. I know what your hyper focus looks like in the comments for sure.
Oh, Nikki.
I've seen legit, and I won't say full on names, but the night of Diane's issue with MGL on panel, and the ML and HS stuff lately. I seen you in a chat for that one as well, and I was like, my God, go get him. You said what you said, bitch. Do that. That's what I was saying.
Notorious. I think people do that shit with the freaking wrenches on purpose like that sometimes. Laura gave me a wrench one time. I'm pretty sure she was trying to get me killed. No shit. Like I've seen that shit happen. Gosh. They're wrenches.
Yeah.
Hannah, you do a really good job of you guys mod her chat really
Yeah,
well.
Jenny and Peg, I agree. I don't like the too clicky, or even, you know what else I've seen recently? I don't know whose chat I was in, but they only read the comments of the people who have a wrench. So their mods are the only comments that they read. All the other just regular subs or just regular chatters, they never read those people's comments. And I was like, wait, no, like why?
I
Like,
try to talk to everybody that I can.
yeah.
Like none of that shit matters to me. I miss so many comments though because it gets going. And that's the hard part is when you are doing with only one screen. Um, when you switch over to like stream something, I switch to a completely different screen, so I can't even see the comment section on my computer what I'm streaming. So everything that's said while I'm playing a clip, I don't see until I come back over. So I miss it's a pain in the ass. So I need to probably eventually, if I'm going to continue this.
I will co-sign. Nana L said, I try to say hi to everyone. I try to greet everyone, but up and down during the day. I would agree with that wholeheartedly. I don't think I've ever been in a chat where you are and you have not said hello.
Yep, we
Ever.
found you through
Ever. You
MGL.
always will say hello to me. So I appreciate that for sure, because even if nobody else talks to me, I know for sure you'll say hello to me.
MGL is the
other people
common denominator and all.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, more than enough.
Frick. She is
You
the
know, and
common.
honestly, more than enough. What I think what a lot of the drama community doesn't know yet, and a lot of the OGs don't know. And again, I swear to God, I'm going to work on this PowerPoint for you guys. 99% of the people that you're seeing right now, whether they be problematic or good for the community. Am I cutting out again?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. 99% of the people that you see, I can tie them back to MGL in some way or another.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
of
yeah.
them have come over here. If you're like, oh, I see this new person, I'm curious to know if or how they tie back in. I bet you I could tell you how they do. You name them, I could tell you. I could tell you where the connection is in any way, and not made up, like legit, you know, like I could show you receipts kind of a thing. But every single person lately has been leading back. A lot of us came into this, you know, we happened upon the community. It was like fucking, you know, what's the girl's, the nursery rhyme character who ended up in the woods? I don't know, fucking following the breadcrumb. Oh, Hansel and Gretel. It's like that.
My dog is making a horrible, weird noise. Snoring.
Hey, Nerdly.
I
See you.
There's so much to learn out here, like about all these communities and how the inner workings work, and like it's so confusing.
Yeah, Jenny, yes, that's another point. They only read the comments on super chats, and then people think that in order to be seen or in order to be able to interact, they've got to send those super chats. So I believe that's intentional for some people, not all, but there are some people that I believe it is intentional. If you want your comment seen, you need to send the money with it. And who pays to comment? I mean, nobody. I'm sorry, no offense to any creator here, but nobody is worth paying for you to read my comment. Like, nah, dog, I'm good.
Mellow One asked if you're the same Nanya that used to hang out with perps back in 2019, 2020.
No. So I guess before I even came here, there was an OG Nunya. So hers, I think, is Nunya Business. So it's like business, the word. But mine is Nunya Business. And it's all together, and hers is separate. I actually just was in a chat. Was it a chat or comments? Oh, no. It was on FU Traffic Pimps. I commented on there about how sadness is sad. And when I went back to see if she had replied to it, she did. And right below me was Nunya Business. And so of course, you know, my first reaction is like, what? And then later on, I realized like, oh my gosh. And then I heard somebody else talking about either that or somebody asked me if I was her anyways. But no, that's not me. Long story short.
Tracy,
Sorry. I
I'm a
like to
lurker
ramble.
too. Lurking's okay.
Wait, can you read what her paragraph said? I couldn't, I can't read it.
Who's?
Tracy
Which one?
Smith.
I lurk. I have tried chatting and I don't really get anywhere. So it's better for me to hide behind tropical leaves with my baby snakes, tea, and other stuff.
Okay.
Salty says, I treat chats the same way as if I've walked into a room of people I know, channels I follow and interact with, or going to a new place where I don't know anyone. Some channels are more welcoming. That's true.
Yeah.
Who likes who, which changes.
That's a good analogy, Salty. I think that's a really good analogy, because if you walked into a room of people, you would expect for somebody to acknowledge your presence. And it really shouldn't be any difference. I get content creators, especially if they're like premiering a video or doing commentary, stuff like that. I get why you can, but if it's just a hangout, I don't understand it at all.
Notorious says, that's just Nunya. No, she is no OG. She's something else. LOL. I actually think there are several accounts with different versions. There is. I found, I think, 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, I think, we always get screenshots like, is this you? No,
yes.
I say the same exact spelling, the same exact way, all one word, and I sound exactly the same. My comments, I type comments just like I talk, very strong and passionate. And yeah. And mine always has my profile picture is always the camera because I'm always all up in your business. So yeah.
Yes, people actually pay to make a
Yeah.
comment, and that's the only way some creators will read them is if they come with a super chat or a super sticker. And that happens a lot for big creators. That happens, which I understand when you have 10,000 people watching your live stream, you know. But most of
That's
the
hard.
people out
Yeah.
here, that's not the case. But a lot of them do only read, or they are inclined to only read certain ones if there's money attached to them, which, hey, that's their hustle, whatever. But I don't think the longevity is there for a lot of those people.
Yeah, chaotic. I can't sit through it personally, so it's just not my style, but I get it. Maybe I'll change my name. If there's so many other people, maybe I don't want that name.
Chaotic, I get that,
I need
yeah.
original.
It's so hard. I try to say hi to everybody when I come in at the first, like, to make sure I get
Yeah.
everybody, but then it's so hard to keep up when you're showing content or switching back and forth between screens. It's impossible.
Look at Navy says super chat.
Yeah.
Somebody sings a song. Is it MM who sings a song with it?
I don't know if I've
Somebody
never
sings a
heard her
song
ask.
about the super chats.
I've never even heard her ask for a super chat, or
No,
I
she
don't think she
never
probably
asked. She
does.
never asked for membership. She doesn't ask for super
Nothing.
chats. She doesn't ask for none of that shit.
They
I
don't even
appreciate
drop
that for
her
sure.
link, do they? Do they drop her link for memberships ever? Do you guys drop her link for memberships? I'm sure that her mods are great, but you never hear her mention it or anything. And it's sad because I think about it way after the fact, like, oh, I should have sent her something. She's spent hours up here bullshitting with us and giving us something to do. So I can see why people do pay for content at times.
Oh, it's Laura who does it. Yeah, it's like I think I got a super chat, some shit like that. I don't know.
Uh-oh, you just offended MM majorly if it's Laura.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Just joking. I think they sing it though when they are doing stuff on her. Now that I've heard you sing that, I think I've heard her sing it in like snark.
Don't worry, Miss Leah. There's enough of me to go around for everyone. Don't you worry. We try to welcome everyone coming into MM's chat because she can't always see
Yes.
every comment. Yes, that's really big for me too.
The mods over here always do the same.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's why I've heard her sing it. That was the first time I had ever heard it because I obviously am very new to Laura. But yeah, I didn't know. Okay.
Beefworks, okay, that's right. Nerali, Molly was saying she won't eat out for the next 3 months because she's poor. She repeated it right after I acted sad. I saw that. I was like, oh, that might do you some good. I thought she was on a liquid diet anyways, not long ago. Like, if she was only doing liquids, why was she eating out? What do you drink? Maybe it's not clear liquids. Maybe you can have smoothies and shakes. I don't know what a liquid diet consists of really to begin with.
So the super chat song started with Ryan made fun of. Hold on.
Wait, you know who I found the other day? Tyler Feller.
I don't know who that is.
Ugh.
Oh, then MM made fun of her. Okay. The super chat song that she stole from other people. LOL. Never original thought in that one said. I'm learning that. Tracy, you're more than welcome to come out of the bushes anytime. You don't have to stay in the bushes with the snakes, but please, if you just leave the snakes at the door, thank you.
Oh, she abandoned it weeks ago. I didn't see it. There's certain things I pay attention to, but Amethyst is always building people up. She gives great. Amethyst is great. Yeah, that's what I said to that L too. Nikki, I agree. That's why I was like, what the that would be a deep dive from hell to watch me do on all sorts of triggers.
Train choo-choo from that fellow. What? A choo-choo when oh my god. I can't.
He triggers me on the religion aspect on top of the bacon. Like I would have a heyday with that ass. Let me tell you.
Who?
But his name's Tyler Feller. He's a dry bacon
Oh.
Uses the name of God for everything. It's bad.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, it
Okay.
trigger the fuck out of me.
Okay.
For sure. Yes, his followers are like a cult, him and his ministry. Yeah, it's bad. He uses it's bad. You would actually be interested in it just because of the shit show it is, but
Yeah, I love a good shit show.
it's a shit show.
I grab my fucking snacks and my popcorn. I put my phone on my little stand and I just watch the shit shows go down.
That might.
And I am 100% here for it. Like, well, anyways, never
They
mind.
pay for blessings.
Huh?
They pay for blessings. They send a super chat and he blesses them.
Okay, Jesus Cristo, what the hell? Who is he?
Yeah.
When is he? Did he like have a near death experience and became Jesus?
No, he's just some punk ass white dude that thinks he's special.
Oh yeah, well, okay. Well, I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, thank you, Beefworks. Tyler Feller is the Benny Hinn of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm sure he's got exposure channels on him. I'm sure he's been
too.
exposed all over the place. He's an actual ordained pastor.
Christian for PP is what someone.
Oh, Brittany, it's you like the shit shows like I do. We end up in the same spots a lot. You'll be interested. Go watch it just once. You'll be disgusted. Yeah, see, that's a rabbit hole I fell down my own, and I was like, what the frick is this?
But didn't know all that. Wow.
AKA
a tragedy pimp, another one? Good golly.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Imagine anyone doing that. Right. It's horrible. The super chat train and buying the painting that looked like a kindergarten.
Oh my gosh. Benny Hinn or Bunny
World,
Hill.
it is a rabbit hole, yes. Yes. And the fun part is that the rabbit holes are never ending.
Oh, Rap on general awareness calls Tyler out. I'll have to watch that. Learn from
okay. I just actually just added him. I just added his page maybe like a week ago, so I'm still learning. Today did have Ernie's stream on. I seen that earlier, but I didn't get to watch the whole thing. So,
my goodness, we've been all over the internet today talking. We have talked about a little bit of everybody, and not really anybody.
Yeah,
like we have
right.
broad questions. This is unless we named you by name, and even then, please know what you were named for.
Also, if you're watching this on the replay and you happen to know how we can get on the attack mode email chain, please leave the instructions in the chat. I'm interested in joining that chain. Also, if you are aware of exactly what time or the code for the Bluetooth, the code to pair the Bluetooths on the vibrating vaginas, I'd be happy to join that as well. And then also, if you have any points, tips, or are aware of the events that happen in the Baddest Bitch competition, I would be more than entertained if you could leave that in the comments as well. Thank you.
Wait, who said that, Cherish?
Did Teller say the Idaho 4 are not going to heaven? Let's pray for them. Oh, God.
What?
Ask Randa. Who the hell is Randa?
Yeah, who's Randa? Wow. Daphne's rap star. They're needy. She calls the grifters on the phone. Wow. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, I know, LG.
That was Tyler that said that? Oh, I might need to dive in that ass. That might be enough on next exposure. I might get some aggression out on that one. But I'm all for it. Like, if I'm going to call a guy out, I want him to be able to respond, and he ain't going to call me a bitch.
Commander, I feel like We have an inside joke that I'm not really on the inside of right now. Give me a second. My brain is still probably trying to catch up. That's what I'll claim for right now.
Yeah. Ahem says, I want to join too. I need the code.
Right? Right. Exactly.
Tracy, can you imagine? Yeah. Oofta. That would be bad. Oh, I just said oofta. Where is Oofta? I used to see Oofta around in chats, and now I haven't seen Oofta in a while.
Oh no. I hope you feel better, B Fergs.
Aw, B Fergs, I'm sorry. I hope you have a decent rest of your birthday. I'm
Not
sorry you
clear
didn't feel well.
is either. Oh no,
Spoon,
Clue.
if
Who
you're
ran
still
either.
here, I hope your tests go well tomorrow. If you need anything, reach out to me. I'd gladly talk to you. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole, but his followers are believers, and he's got a direct line to he sounds like the perfect person for me to fight with.
A direct line. Again, I've got
Um,
questions. How exactly did he obtain this phone number? Does he
These
hear the
people,
voice? Because if he clearly hears voices, we may need to discuss something else.
and
You
this
know,
mofo said that those 4 kids aren't going to heaven because he's a divine what? Like he gets those. Oh God, that guy's gonna. I don't even know this guy, and he's already got my blood up. And he's
90
young,
working
like
batteries.
he's
I-
probably younger than me. He's probably younger than us.
Miss
Quite a
Lee, I
bit.
think that they're solar powered. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry. I'll be
No,
quiet.
you're good. I just think I don't think he's very old. I think he's probably like 35. I'm assuming he's single. My assumption. Like he just doesn't, what you see is not what you get with that at all.
Mellow One, thank you so much. 100%. I'll be keeping you at the top of the list for that. Thank you.
Mellow One,
Appreciate
thank
you.
you. Mellow's great. Yes, Navy, thank you. I'm glad that some of you guys know who he is, and because I instantly was like, no way. Yeah.
He looks like he's
better.
12.
I feel better when I mention somebody and it's like, and I have dislike for them already, but I'm unsure of like if my gut is right or not. And then I just barely mention it and the chat blows up and confirms. I'm like, oh, thank goodness I'm not off. Because that one I was like, this is better. Yes, Brittany. Well, not that entertaining. He just does more baking than Kathy.
Then you'll be good to go, Miss Leah.
Do you guys know who Kathy Harrison is? Does anybody know who that is?
No.
Oh, that's a Facebook rabbit hole. She's in hyper religious states too with mental illness. It's sad. It's another sad one, but crazy and streams it all live.
Yeah, the hard part is I mean, I don't knock anybody's spirituality or religion, but everybody has different beliefs. So diving down that rabbit hole, you know, of course we'll talk offline, but diving down that rabbit hole, I would just
you have
be
to stick to the
mindful to not, to stick to the facts and to not, you know, you don't want to offend somebody if that's what they do believe in. You know, it's even if I don't agree with it or I don't choose to believe in it, then that's my choice. But they have their choice to believe what they want to believe, as crazy as that may sound.
You have to be really careful to not go into like religious persecution on that and not put everybody into a box because there's some amazing Christians. There's, you know, within each, it's a person as a person, not about the religious part of it at times, but oftentimes people like him will hide behind a religion or something. Kathy is more of a case of mental illness. Like, unfortunately, her beliefs are very skewed because of mental illness, and that's what drives her. So it's a different one there. And you have to, like, for me too, it's really hard when you talk about people that have such severe mental illness that is absolutely so out of control, like Kathy, because you're like, what, at the end of the day, me exposing her isn't going to change anything about her life or anything, you know, it's not going to benefit her or anybody else in any way, shape, or form.
All right, I gotta pop down.
Okay, are you almost home? Have a good night.
Yeah, I'm almost home.
Good.
Okay, well, maybe we'll do my
Shit,
party
we've
tomorrow.
been on here for 3.5 hours.
Oh God, and here we always talk about the people who stay on here and have no lives. Here we are.
I know. I
I'm
don't.
here for it. I'm here for it. This is my hobby, so I'll absolutely be here. So
Yeah, we're just gonna be in a lot of trouble after tonight. I'm just joking. We're good. Oh well.
disclaimer: we don't want your smoke. Thanks. Keep it over there. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm headed out. I gotta.
Want me to boot you?
No, I can kick my own ass out. Okay.
You know how to
Bye,
get out.
everybody. Have a good night.
I'm the one that. Yes, Commander. I think it is, isn't it? I think it's been a long one. Yeah, this was good. I came in kind of just to check on everybody and see what everybody was up to. And hey, JJ, we've all just been hanging out. Oh, thank you, Miss Lee. Thank you all. Thank you, every one of the mods, everybody not the mods. And please remember, if you don't have a wrench over here, there's it's nothing like that. We are not like that. Like you're all the same with or without. It's just some of these people know the ins and outs, and I don't know shit. Let's be honest. I'm gonna try to get off here. I gotta get kids situated, and then I'm gonna try to get. Don't hold me to it, but you guys might get 2 days of Snarkmas, and one day I'm behind already. But this week has just been fucking insane. If not, I will check in with you guys. You might get a Snarkmas tonight. If not, you'll get a couple of them tomorrow or over the weekend. And then we'll start going from there because Peg, that's how I am with most people. I don't want a wrench. Yes, Beefergs, I hope you have a great rest of your night and start feeling better too. Thank you all, Nana, Commander, Navy, Peg, L, Chaotic, Nikki, all of you guys for hanging out with us. Tracy, thank you for coming out and chatting. Denise, Brittany, Salty, Go Ask Alice, Ginny, all of you guys, JJ, all of you guys that have chatted with us all night. Hope, Marcy, Notorious. I'm gonna miss 1,000 people. So if I missed you, please know that we just appreciate all of you guys being here with us. Ahem, thank you for coming in, hanging out with us. Gerald, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. Here I am with my Midwest goodbye again. Shit. Oh, I always do this. Okay, it was fun. I hope you guys all have a great night. The wrench battle is just, I know that's all we get to battle over here. That's why when Nunya isn't here or Amethyst isn't here and the rest of you guys aren't here right away, and somebody comes in like with the sex ball, I get so excited because I get to put somebody in timeout. I'm like, yes, I got it this time because you guys are all so fast. Hey, Mochas, thank you. You guys are all so fucking fast. Gumby, thank you for being here. That I never get them. You guys take the blocking fun out of it. I don't even get to block these people. It is a race. You guys are racing. I never get them. But maybe we'll get some more of those like mutual accounts that day. We got 46 of them that day. I counted the other day. There's 46 of that one account blocked. Yes, I appreciate that, Elle. You guys do such a great job. Oh, Tracy, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you come back and hang out with us more often. Like we said, you can hang out in the bushes if you want. But we're okay with the bush people over here. We're fans of all the bushes, just not the prickly ones. All right. I hope you guys all have a cherish. I can't freaking help it. I always say I'm not going to do this shit. It's in my nature. Y'all, I am like as dorky in real. This is me all the time. I am a complete what you guys get on here is who I am at all times. I am a mess. That's just the shit show of it. Thank you, Elle. I don't, Nana. I've actually asked people to come troll me. I was asking somebody to make a Mobsters chat that I've heard is like hangs out with the trolls. I'm like, hey, can you come troll me? No, I want people to troll. I don't have a good L. Okay, I'm out. Oh, I hope you guys have a good night. Contessa, over and out. Oh my goodness, Marcy. I got to read that before I go. Remember, Costco has the bulk size batteries because Nunya is bound determined to find out when you guys all need to program your vaginas so they vibrate. So go get your battery stocked up, and Nunya will come back and give us the details of when we can get on and put our batteries in and join the vibrating vaginas. All right. I can't do the see y'all later. Good trolls only. I like dirty trolls too, occasionally. Okay, Contessa over now. See, this is what happens is because I feel bad too. The comments the comments keep coming in and I have to read them. Vaginal awareness could be a new page. It's going to be. I'm going to get trolled by a bunch of angry vaginas vibrating over here the next time. That's what the Amazon lists for batteries. Okay, fuck. I'm out before we get in trouble with more vibrating vaginas. Okay, bye-bye. Contessa, bye-bye.